Andrews SHS. Higher grade A private SHS. Yeah, SHS courses near General Art, Science, Business, no more Ever St. Andrews SHS. Oh, yeah, dinner ever pass. O send one teachers now. Wash a window, discipline, no first one was yati. St. Andrews, Bripiara Waha, supermarket, sick bay, barber shop, swimming pool, FM station, constant water supply and electricity. Admission room condo, Eric Chanabate, Pico Farm say, Warren Jimbo from SHS 1, 2, and 3. St. Andrews SHS, what branches Bripiara Wagana. Sapade Paso Asia, St. Andrews, Saboko Schoola, Go School Owotin, Ama Paso Wasi one time. St. Andrews SHS. Welcome to St. Andrews SHS. Higher grade A private SHS. Yeah, SHS courses near General Art, Science, Business, no more Ever St. Andrews SHS. Oh, yeah, dinner ever pass. O send one teachers now. Wash a window, discipline, no first one was yati. St. Andrews, Bripiara Waha, supermarket, sick bay, barber shop, swimming pool, FM station, constant water supply and electricity. Admission room condo, Eric Chanabate, Pico Farm say, Warren Jimbo from SHS 1, 2, and 3. St. Andrews SHS, what branches Bripiara Wagana. Sapade Paso Asia, St. Andrews, Saboko Schoola, Go School Owotin, Ama Paso Wasi one time. St. Andrews SHS.
Before I go on, let me postulate from the Franz Fanonian dictum, which stipulates that the dialectics of reconciling two conflicting ideas is the algebra of revolution. The overbearing intervention of the state government had further exacerbated oporombium and amounting to sadomasochisms. Acrimony and chaos in our community. It was a contumelious stratagem by political jobbers to siphon monies. We suffer what we call political axivia neonantorum. Conclusively, we are a microcosm of the issues in the Niger Delta in the macrocosm. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei.
And the capitation has gone. All the roads now, we have tackled about 80% now. All the roads, we are doing it now. And now, the education also is moving on. Now, we are building the airports. We are building the airport.
The airport, for instance, was started under Mahama. In fact, they completed the first phase.
No. It's going to. We are going to destroy everything. The capitation has gone. All the roads now, we have tackled about 80% now. All the roads, we are doing it now. And now, the education also is moving on. Now, we are building the airports. We are building the airport.
The airport, for instance, was started under Mahama. In fact, they completed the first phase.
No. It's going to. We are going to destroy everything. Building the airport.
The airport, for instance, was started under Mahama. In fact, they completed the first phase.
No. It's going to. We are going to destroy everything. Building the airport.
The airport, for instance, was started under Mahama. In fact, they completed the first phase.
No. It's going to. We are going to destroy everything. Building the airport.
The airport, for instance, was started under Mahama. In fact, they completed the first phase.
No. It's going to. We are going to destroy everything. Building the airport.
The airport, for instance, was started under Mahama. In fact, they completed the first phase.
No. It's going to. We are going to destroy everything.
Incompetence. Na me ni na se me sorry anopa. Ye money show pan makase Ghana and na Akufo-Addo. Aye time say. Manso da da. Se me sorry anopa. Na me ye show pan na meka na na Akufo Addo a wabon ama amemu no kra yenhu de ye me anya ni da se mesori anopa na meka na Akufo Addo ho asema na meka se oye super incompetent competence na menyi ni na se mesori anopa ye morning show pan makase Ghana and na Akufo Addo aye tan sei manso da da se mesori anopa na me ye show pa na meka na Akufo Addo a wabon ama amemu no kra yenhu de ye me anya ni da se mesori anopa na meka na Akufo Addo ho asema na meka se oye super incompetent na menyi ni na se
We a leader, not only principles. Everything I overcome just for votes. Then on yentimin Judy because of votes na oh yeah we in. So we a leader, not only principles. Everything I overcome just for votes. Then on yentimin Judy because of votes na oh yeah we in. So
where I want to see us go in the next few years is to move public transport completely from a dependence on petrol and diesel to fully electric vehicles. That is really where Ghana ought to go. Where I want to see us go in the next few years is to move public transport completely from a dependence on petrol and diesel to fully electric vehicles. That is really where Ghana ought to go.
All right. Good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 4:26 p.m. US East Coast time. It's definitely 9:26 in Ghana. Thank you very much for tuning in. We are live on TV, on Loud Silence TV, on Multi TV. We are also live on radio, such as on any Android phone. Go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You will get us live on radio. You're also live on YouTube. On YouTube, search for Loud Silence TV. We are also on radio on iPhone or on any iOS device. We are also on YouTube, Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are also on Facebook. With All Due Respect is our official Facebook page. Loud Silence TV is also our official Facebook page. We are cross-posting on some very important platforms. Benjamin Wayo Mahama's platform tonight. We are cross-posting on it. We are also live on NDC TV. We are live on Honorable Joseph Yamin's platform. We are streaming live on Kevin Taylor, my official Facebook page tonight. We are also live on Ghana News Thread. Thank you very much for tuning in. Welcome to the most authoritative and most listened to platform on the planet right now. My name once again is Kevin Taylor. My producers are called The Ghost Team. We are back again today to discuss Ghana, and it's got to do with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He has started his comedy. He has shown that he has no idea, no clue about 24-hour economy. Tonight, we will take our time and break it down for Bawumia to have a clear understanding of what 24-hour economy means. The NPP, as of now, don't have any message, and I'm talking about Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So far, he has not come up with one single message. We'll be asking him what has happened to his previous message or his previous policies. He needs to answer questions on those policies before he even thinks about talking about new policies. Tonight, we'll be discussing Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and his comedy. We all know that we have seen this before. This play has played before us. We know how Bawumia can perform his comedy in politics and the way he always wants attention of John Dramani Mahama. The question tonight will be, has he been able to fulfill his policies, his previous policies? Is he ready to tell us what has come out of those policies and why we should believe him? Tonight, we will take our time and take care of such a business, that conversation. Remember, if today is your first time on this platform, this show is in 4 segments. The first segment is what we call the hello segment, where I say hello to every single individual watching me tonight across the world. We're also live. We have the second segment is what we call the social media segment, and also the Kaikalization segment. The social media segment is where you go on different news outlets, portals, social media platforms, pick stories that are very important and making headlines. We bring it down here, break it down for you to have a clear understanding of what is actually transpiring around you. The third is pound for pound segment, where we pick stories. We discuss the story of the day, and it's got to do with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and his comedy. The final segment is when I open the phone lines for you to also call in and tell us what you think about what we will discuss on this platform. Anyway, me mama and me papa to me Kevin Kobedu tell me and me di Jumadi we hu chame show e twegu e TV so e social media so and also e radio so on sabe to me akan o bibia ahwe enwumre ya ba no ye bedi Ghana ho nkomo na Jumadi wi Ghana ho abakosem ene sebio amanyosem ene sebe abrabom nsem ena ye ba ha ye be kirikiri mu enwumre ya saba ye beka abanyom nsem eno efa eye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia sebio ne concert no wasa started. Former President John Dramani Mahama ababonten say Ghana fo nyina sebio he ne be se ne be nyadwuma ena da eye na aban akoma so say Ghana fo di tumi mano na onya otwedi ampokwa me ema ne nsaso na bibia ekọ dwodwoa wafa adwene bi say Ghana no enda eye 24 hours eye ekuro no ebebu adwuma ema ade achi na wakyekire mu ekwan ya obefa so ema Ghana abo adwuma. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ye nyina enim say sebio oye NPP ni a odi NPP a party nanim no wababontene abeka nsem bi na ne nsem kan mu no amagana fo nyina ehu se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enti 24-hour economy na se nsem bebre wo ha ende yebebusa no. First of all no yebebusa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia se any policies are or the ba mre bi obeka ni nyina no sa policies no akosi saying na economy na edene bedru sam pempenso we economy no aden ende onya akonya kese edene ho ekire Ghana for any sebinu nuanom sremfo a wentumi anka economy no ho asem we ene nsema yebebusa Mahmoud Bawumia ene MPP for na sebio yama omahu se nyansa yedewo na sebio enye dede ene kasa ende nwumre Ghana hunsem internet ya yebegidwem yebekirikirem ama Ghana fo nyina ehunu kure no. Na omo hweme on various platforms no I would like to say thank you very much for tuning in. More YouTube no I would like to say thank you very much for being here tonight. Omo hweme ewo TV so no I would like to say midamase for tuning in. If you're watching me from the northern region, we have received concerns from our brothers and sisters in the northern region that when we speak the Twi language, majority of you guys find it a bit difficult to understand. We will do our best to make sure that when we start to speak the Twi language more, we will also do our best to explain it or speak a little bit more of English for you guys to understand what is really happening. So we have heard your concerns. We will do our best. And then also when it's got to do with issues that you guys need to know more about, we will do our best to break it down in English after we're done with the Twi part. So it's very important that we bring every single individual on board for you guys to understand what is really happening in Ghana, especially in Ghana politics. So we have heard you and we are working towards that. We are also working on getting other languages on the TV, Dagbani, Farafara, Ewe, Ever, if you want to say it that way. Hausa, we already have article taking care of Hausa on the TV. So we are working towards that. Next year we'll be rolling out new shows that will be basically coming to tell you what I will talk about on the TV. So far we have some good guys on the TV right now. breaking things down. This afternoon, I heard in Koto and Free Mind, they were all on Loud Silence TV this afternoon. They were speaking on the John Mahama policies and the kind of petty politics Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is trying to bring up again. And they did a lot of justice to the things we'll be talking about today. And I really give credit to these gentlemen on this Loud Silence TV platform. They are doing their best to educate the people. So, Free Mind family and also in Koto and the rest of the team, we really appreciate what you guys are doing. It's very, very important that when we leave the gaps, you guys close it up and we are not leaving any hole open. And I really appreciate that for your you guys, your in-depth analysis on issues and also the way you are able to basically let the people understand politics in simple terms. And that's how journalism and new TV is all about. So I'd like to give credit to the team for also pushing this, pushing the message out there. All right. So it's exactly 4:34 p.m. US East Coast time. Is definitely 9:34 in Ghana. Wow, if you're in the northern region watching me tonight, we are back again to discuss Ghana. We will take our time. Okay, Mr. S, thank you very much. To Telegram, right? Okay, I will handle it. I'll take care of it, Mr. S. Moi shami enyumbre no edie na ekoso a maintain ho asama amanfo bi ekeka egumi so a mini bibia ken me ba aba be Mr. S, I'm not seeing it. Mr. S, I am not seeing the message, so try and get back to me. Good evening to Obi Oshembia on YouTube. Hudu Said. Good evening, Maranatha Nunu. Thank you very much for being here tonight. I can see Aisha Bulai. Good evening, Aisha. Have a wonderful evening. Also, Mihu Abdul Mumuni watching me tonight on YouTube. Akisiba Dek K is also watching me. I can see Empress Yasmin Ahiable.c watching me on Facebook. Danilo is live on YouTube tonight. Thank you very much, Danilo. Suraj Ismail, thank you very much, Suraj, for being here tonight. Abdul MK Nyame is live here. Isaac Apochi is watching me tonight. Thank you very much, Isaac. Alima to Sadia Usman Nuruddin. Solid name. I really appreciate the name. It's beautiful. Alima to Sadia Usman Nuruddin. Good evening. Thank you for tuning in. Muntala M. Mawina Aduko is watching me live on Facebook and YouTube. Ni Ama is live on YouTube. Mawina is also live on YouTube. Okay, we are doing only how many likes? 363 likes. Let's do 1K likes in the next 5-10 minutes and then start the show officially. If you're on YouTube right now, let's do 1K likes right now. We are doing 368 likes. It's very, very important we move the likes up for people to know that we are live. So if you're on YouTube right now, we already have 2,340 people on YouTube right now. We expect to get 1K likes right now on YouTube. So Monkanche YouTube for until say I'm going to move the likes to 1K, we cannot start the show officially. So YouTube for, if you're on YouTube right now, just like the show right now. We have crossed 400 likes right now. Let us do 1K likes in the next 2-3 minutes. Now, young control airwaves, no. And there's Jandambia. I was say breaking it down quick. No intro Ebi Koso our Neat FM. I think say in Koto any Free Mind mode they spoke on that, and then it's very important say yebesa so ATM mubium Neat FM Jandam Koso we want to take care of that Jandam. Yesi yama obia kwan emanin twa entro enchre Ghana for obia so ensi obia ho kwan say ma obia enka John Mahama ho asem. Yesi obetuma aka Mahama ho asem, obetuma aka Mahama policies ho asem, obetuma aka Mahama campaign ho asem. Then so one kind of crane dey ntwuma. The thing you have to do is to make sure ade bia obeka fa NDC won Mahama ho and in the policy bia no e was say ye no kre. The moment obe wadun say obe misinform and say disinform no, we will come after you, and it's a fact. In Ghana for some of the journalists you need to learn this. You don't have that space again to be lying to people. Into say when you're ready so be kind of crane people now they don't speak about John Mahama. So I can say John Mahama was some that fan of creno Eddie winning. We have done 652 likes on YouTube. Let's do 1K in the next 2 or 3 minutes. Now, so again, YouTube for no. I would like to say thank you very much to almost one donate here. Very soon we will show you how the donation is going to start. In so something is at the back of our heads. We are working towards it. Elikem Kotoko is in charge and he's putting the list together. We will know very soon and we will send cameras when we are going to make our donation. I don't really like that, to be very fair with you. I'm one person who is not so much enthused about, and I say I'm not a fan about people going to donate and sending cameras with them. I don't really like it. I've never liked that, especially when people going to make donations at orphanages and all that. I've always spoken against that. I don't like it and I hate it. But at this point, to prove to the people who donated, this is not my personal money. Say my personal money, I have the right to say when I'm making donations to people, I don't show it, I don't send cameras. It's one of the things I hate. But these way, especially a momo donation, so it is very important we make you people know baby asikano anadi. So for the first time, I will allow our team to use cameras to capture a donation for everyone to know. Say this is what is happening, or this is what we use the money for. About me personally, I don't encourage, or I don't like, or I don't support donating any item to anybody and basically taking or filming it. I hate it. I don't like it. But when you need to know, you need to see the evidence. Say, Sikana mu donate, we are really doing what we say we're going to do with it. Inti, Elekam Kotoko, so donation now, we will have cameras there to basically show you what we have been able to put together and what we are donating. It's very, very important. Now, we have done 783. YouTube, you can do better. You can do better. We have 2,659 people on YouTube right now. Let us do 1,000 likes now before the show starts. If you have not followed our page on YouTube, you can follow Loud Silence TV on YouTube right now, and also very important for you to follow the page. We control the numbers, and we expect you say every time we are live, you will get a notification to be part of the show. Into YouTube for Facebook for Monkancha, YouTube for until they get to 1K, we cannot officially start today's show. It's exactly 9:39. Time Okoye into YouTube for Nbetuma Boya. They should basically move to 1K. Now Yentuminfa Jumadieno and Sheshaso. It's very, very important. All right, so I am seeing the Mr. P. Mr. P, I've seen the video. Are you guys going to give me the green light to? It's quite long. It's about 12 minutes. What do you guys say? Do you guys think we should still go ahead and slot it somewhere when we are ready? What do you guys think, Mr. P, Mr. S? Give me a green light on that. I've seen the video. It's about 12 minutes. If you guys can give me a green light that as we move along, we can slot it in somewhere. Senebea, I'll psych myself for that. Mama me a notification. Okay, Mr. S, you've given me. You have given me the green light, Mr. P. Do you agree with this? That we should slot this in? Say it's a teamwork here. So, we have done 921 likes right now. Let's move it to 1K. And then send me less social media segment stories, but we are going to concentrate on some very important issues. Mr. P, give me a response on that. Mr. S says the light is green. Mr. P, what light are you giving? 931 YouTube for let's make it 1K. Near started showing we have about 70 likes. We have done 946. 946. Move it up, YouTube. Move it up in the next 1 minute. 1K right now. We are doing 946 right now. Can we move it up 957 right now? Can we move it up in the next 30 seconds to 1K? We have done 957. Can we move it up, YouTube? We have done 973 right now. YouTube, in the next 20 seconds, let's get 1K quickly. We are doing 2,906 people on YouTube right now. The show has been on for 29 minutes. We need to do 1K. We have done 994 likes on YouTube. And I know we will cross 1K very soon. Thank you very much, Mr. P. Do you have the green? We have done 1,000 likes on YouTube. I really appreciate YouTube. Thank you very much, guys. Mr. P has given us the green light to slot the 12-minute video. Now, Mama Yan started Jumadieno and the time in your side into ye show now. Now, there's something you guys need to know. I need to remind you guys of something quickly. Ghana, Bawumia kasa na say the dollar is at 12.18. The dollar is at 12.18. Inti sebio more Ghana na Bawumia enam Ghana concert na onti 24-hour economy national Obama constituency amubu chance dollar no far away. He has decided not to speak on the Ghana economy. And Ghana economy sikasa no person can wasem them and they will free hokra. And then dollar no 12.18. When you go on the market it's 13. Today Mema obi echo black market echo busa said dollar near say 13 it be a 13.1 it be a 13.2. So this is where we are today in Ghana. The dollar has hit 13 on the market, and the issue here is the person who boasted about the dollar said obi to me I'm a dollar na abijina 2-3 no. That person has refused to speak on the economy. So Bawumia, these are things that Ghanaians are asking questions about. Your job is to answer Ghanaians. The dollar and where it is, talk about it. Speak about the dollar. Let us know. Maybe I'll pick a dollar the free 4.3 or 4.2 Let us know why dollar and what you can do to bring the dollar down. And these are simple questions. So we don't have time for argument. We don't have time to be entertaining comedians. We don't have time for people who have lost their voices and screaming on stage. It came 1992. And another Gina stage ATM. If you know communication and you understand what communication is, you speak like John Mahama, because a dialogue. I was saying what can I say? And then TTM from 2008 episode 2015 and Kwasi Assembly team there. So it is not about the shouting and screaming and always saying Mahama. The question here is answer the questions. A good table, no so that we were here when you served Mr. Arthur. So many questions. Today we are asking you simple questions. Mahamudu Bawumia, we are asking, the dollar is at 12. How did it get to 12? How are you going to bring it down? The economy, we are talking about the economy because we know you to be an economist. You are here today misbehaving because of the economy, not because you were a caterer. Bawumia, you are not here because MPP for who say unim kusiechi, and I say we nkotre, and I say sebio utinu apa echen eye bedietu. MPP for your running mates because almost unim economy mu, or your economist, obetumi atoto esikasem. That is the reason why you are here today. If you are here today and you decide not to talk about the economy, then you are not relevant to Ghanaians. We are useless. We don't need to waste our time on you because you are here because of your background as an economist. Your background. One how can I say you are being chosen because you're a Muslim. You are being chosen by the MPP because you're an economist. You are being chosen because you're a Northerner. You play religion, you play tribe, and you have played a career or whatever with it. Now come and answer the question. The comedy is too much. We are tired. We are not going to entertain on the stage screaming and concert and John Mahama. It is not about John Mahama. It's about you still have an economy to run. And the question here is the economy. Speak on the economy. This is where the dollar is. Speak on the economy. But we'll be asking you some very important and vital questions today. There are some few questions you need to answer. We are not even going to ask you about whether you have policies or not, because we know you don't have policies. We are even going to ask you about your old policies. What has happened to them? Have you abandoned them? Or those ones that they are Ekufuado's policy and that you have a new policy? We are waiting. But we don't even want to go there yet. We want to stick to the old one. We want to ask you your old policies that you introduced as the running mate and the vice president from 2008 to 2023. We want to know what has happened to your old policies. Defend those old policies. Are they working? Have they yielded results? Did they create employment? Have they given Ghanaians the needed revenue? Has your old policies created a lot of job for the youth? Has your old policies built the asphalt roads? Has your old policies expanded our infrastructure? Has your old policies done what it said it was going to do? These are questions we need to be asking, and these are things we need to be asking Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. At this point, you are here because you said you are an economist. If you had told us that you were a comedian, you wouldn't have been here today, and we need to get this right. If Bawumia had told Ghanaians that I am a comedian and Ekufuado picked me, I don't think any one of us would have voted for MPP. Mahmoud Bawumia told us that he is an economist. That is why he was chosen. So we expect him to speak on the economy. That is simple as that. You are here because you say you are an economist. You are not here because you said you were a comedian. If you wanted a comedian, you would have chosen somebody like Chairman Wuntumi. You would have chosen somebody like Abronye DC. You would have chosen Nana B. If you need a comedian, the MPP General Secretary is there. We would have chosen people like Obribwahin. We would have chosen comedians to come and be the running mate of Dr. Nana Akufo-Addo. But you told us that you are an economist, and that is your credential. That is your resume. So the people in the northern region, when Bawumia comes, tell him you are here because you said you are an economist. Why are you not speaking about the economy? The dollar is at 12.18. It's a simple question. Bawumia needs to come and answer those questions. But if he decides, or if he has now chosen to be Bobukala in Komode, then we know that we are dealing with an a comedian. So we wouldn't waste our time on a comedian. If he wants us to know that he's no more an economist and that he is a comedian, then he should let us know so that we deal with him as a comedian, not an economist. Because we expect an economist to be speaking on the economy right now. And if he's not ready to speak on the economy, then we will deal with Bawumia, or we will see him, we will treat him like a comedian. And if that's what he wants, we will do that. It's very, very important. Economist, Papa Bang. All right, Bawumia is a joker, and we will deal with Bawumia at the right time. Now, we need to understand tomorrow the NDC will be having a presser, and Johnson Asiedun Ketia, the chairman of the NDC, will be speaking tomorrow, and it's got to do with the so-called Bono Regional Communication Bureau so-called Sunyani Teaching Hospital, and this is organized by the Bono Regional Communications Bureau. Omuhusti this press conference. General Secretary of the National Chairman of the NDC, Honorable Johnson Asiedun Ketia, he will be speaking. Ochina no 10 a.m. Pepe Busumi Ewumi Ochina Asiedun Ketia will be speaking, and Obeka in Samachreye, Obebibi Nyomesu Achreye, Oba Bonoa, Ana Oba Sunyani area where NPP abai Eka Chreye things about health. Teaching hospital near the day. Ochina the general mosquito himself will be having a press conference. Remember, Loud Silence Radio, Loud Silence TV. We will pick this live, so you can watch us. You can watch this press conference on TV and also listen to it on radio. Also, we will be live on air and Facebook. All platforms are connected to Loud Silence Media. Biano, we will be showing this live. Don't miss this. Honorable Johnson Asiedun Ketia Ochina Sunyane no, he'll be speaking a press conference. We need the media to be there to carry the good word. Inti eno NBC Ochina no. It is going to come from Sunyane. It's going to happen from Sunyane. Okay, from Sunyane Ehona Ebesi. And that was an announcement. Now there's something I need to tell Ghanaians. Last week, Bebeka Semi Efa Monkwara Nedriani Omudin was school no. Emma Mekachre Ghana for say we need to push the police CID. We need to push the office of the special prosecutor. We need to arrest some headmasters and matrons. Now, we have a list of matrons and headmasters. Next week, Yeba be show omunyina enim omo accept eduane no. Eduane we na meka wasem. I told you about a year free SHS and more poisoned rice omu feedi a year Ghana for Nkwara. So, as some women kind of last week, I catch I will for say this ana moi omodema mombani. This is the kind of rice they are feeding to you people. Now we have gone underground. We have been able to get about 12 matrons. 12 matrons. Omo edji eduane we niaye. Abrado munim se eduane no emona say and about 15 headmasters. About 15 headmasters in various senior high schools omo and a G eduane no, because almost some MPP for eduane na say cry, they will feed the kids with them. I want to say this. Saoba baby to say Ashanti region. There's this man, the headmaster of Ukes. Come out. This man, any the headmaster of Ukes, Oba Ashanti Regional. In fact, na ubia or she matrons no any headmaster for us to say omu nua aduane still. Today, he was on one matron say pese ye be pamona and the aduane no onua. The man in the middle, only Ukes headmaster. In fact, Oba bibia yefre bibi distribution points ewo Ashanti Regional. So called distribution points na last funi no a man called from Bekwai SDA. And Oka say he's calling from Bekwai. He has seen that rice Bekwai school na in Korani D Erane Ebi Yari. Now Oba Ashanti Regional or say to senior high school a distribution point. A monom de bar a honi digu no mache. And another distribution point Bekwai SDA. Also another place a didiane bar nom de begu no mache. This man or say to senior high school headmaster on a middle no sheylo no. Or a very dangerous man. Me catch them from beginning that this is the guy who is championing this rice the man Korani because or say on it the ninipani educhum or your MPP or some part in Kumasia or your constituency say branch chairman or something, and this is the guy who has been leading this poisoning. He is in the middle on na muhunu hono. Ultimate jina wakache matron for say wa wan fe duane na nye duane ma enkora emo na nye duane ma enkora ndi no obe make sure say educhum be pamon. Now when you go to Osei to a distribution point, every school be a Ashanti region be they picked that rice from this man. He is the one who accepted this rice Osei to senior high school. Or then a chema school he knew or he knows say eduane ni nyina say. As we speak now, they are still cooking those foods for the kids. This man is still insisting and threatening matrons in various senior high schools. Say if they don't cook that rice, because that rice has been paid for, he has been giving money, Educhum them have made their money. If they don't cook the rice, he will make sure say Educhum ebe pamono, ebe pamusa matron no. So this man, I want the police CID to pick him up. They need to question him and ask him, say, did he receive a mona freno mushosho rice na a good yellow bag? Did he receive a bag? And when he received it, did he see say a mono it had expiry date on? And when he received the rice, at the end of the day, now all the rice in the command schools now teacher for no right now today I can tell you about 15 teachers have protested that they cannot still give the food to the kids. This man is sending threats to them. This afternoon, what he did was he walked to a school, threatened the headmaster, and then in some few minutes, the headmaster got a call from Accra, say, on my eduane no matron in eduane man krano, and the headmaster quelled. And this is the guy who is leading this genocide. Or no, any eduane nyina be seen so Ashanti region. Or the Osei to senior high school no a distribution center. Or no na poison mono. This is the man who is selling it, who is basically forcing the matrons to be cooking these foods for the kids. Now, Lemens company na omudi sa poison rice we buy no. I am closely monitoring them. We are close in getting the owner of Lemens, the fee, the car, the office, and then the pictures. In the weeks to come, we will show you this person who is behind this poisoning. I will let people see him. Medenema and then the pictures because this man who is in charge of the distribution of this poisonous rice to these schools, no, or and he will never give this kind of rice to Nenkramain. This guy who owns this company, Lemens, Africa, Africa, whatever, Limited, no, Lemens International Africa Limited, no. This man or the Nembako holidays were brutal. But we're making sure say a more assay and Korani deal with school so Sebio ebi mufi mojani ade he does not care. The reason why I'm going to show his face, the reason why I'm going to show his wife's face, the reason why I'm going to show his kids' face and then say they are not better than the most senior high schools. No. I am sending this message to the Ghana Police Service, Dampare, the CID office, the special prosecutor, the BNI or the NIB, Kandapa as the national security boss, this man needs to be picked up. Mr. Kandapa, you need to prove yourselves to Ghanaians. This is the man who received all this poisoned rice. This man, the headmaster of Osei Tutu, this man has to be picked up. He needs to be questioned. This man, so many headmasters are catching and said the rice is not good. And Korani di ebi mo yare, ebi mo bre, omienjai. This man, because wajisika oni educhum na ejumaninti, this man is still insisting that ediane no munyaman korano. The BNI needs to pick him up. Mr. Kandapa, I respect you a lot. You are in charge. This is a national security issue. This is a national security issue. The kids are being poisoned. They are poisoning these kids. We have about 15 to 17 matrons. I have spoken to some on phone directly, and they have admitted that Edianana say, but this is the man who is insisting, said they should cook the rice or else he will get them sacked. This man in the middle, the headmaster of Okes, the headmaster of Osei Tutu Senior High School, and in the next 48 hours, if this man is not picked up, Mr. Kandapa, Honorable Kandapa, you will not like me. The national security boss, if this man is not picked up in the next 48 hours, you will not like me. You say this is personal, and I'll make it personal because we are talking about lives. So if Mr. Kandapa wants to prove himself to Ghanaians, say oye penyini, oye ja, wawo pen, or wankwara, or jini senior high school nkwara no, this man needs to be picked up because I no and the place no air distribution center. Oko Bekwai SDA, a hostel distribution center in Ashanti region. These are the two places that are distribution centers. And these people received a mona omunimsa aseno, and they still insisted, and they are threatening a matrons for be prepared to see your faces on national television. Munyina dangerous people. You are demonic people. You are bad parents. You are evil people. You are choosing money over the lives of Nkorano, and you are cooking poison for these people to eat. Okay. This man is the headmaster of Okes Senior High School. He is the headmaster of Okes. Now, make Osei Tutu. It is not Osei Tutu. Osei Tutu and so a distribution center. Now, when you go to Ashanti region, there are three places, two places a distribution center. Osei Tutu Senior High School and Bekwai SDA. This man is the headmaster of Okes. He is the one who is doing the distribution. Okay, sorry, let me correct this. This man in yellow, the headmaster of Osei Tutu Senior High School. He is the one who is in charge of Edianina Okes Air Distribution Center, Osei Tutu Air Distribution Center. The national security should pick this man up. Honorable Kandapa, you know me. I respect a lot, and I respect people a lot. This is personal to me, and I'm sending this message to you respectfully. And I know people will send this to you, and I don't want to have a bad relationship with you. I don't want us to have some bad blood. I don't want us to get to that point where people will say I don't respect you. I don't want to get to that point where mano ebetiao. I am being respectful in this because people are poisoning young people. People are poisoning Ghana for almost senior high schools. And long-term symptoms, long-term complications. This needs to be stopped today. And the national security boss, Mr. Kandapa, please pick this man up. Question him how these rice were able to get into the various senior high schools. And then I will make sure I will send you the list of matrons. Any headmasters are almost so said they support this guy. They want to feed the children with the poisoned rice. The question is, they know what this rice is doing, and this man is leading that pack. In Mr. Kandapa, with all due respect, I don't want to be dirty. I don't want us to disrespect each other. Please, this is for the children. Arrest this man. He needs to answer questions. Thank you very much. Now, did I bring the Jandam in? Wait, I'll be right back after this short break. I need to bring in some Jandam, then we can take care of it. Gig him.
2024 and no more die be done. It is a party in the trouble and Bawumia then. I'm from home. You ever go up for Franto? You ever go up for Franto? You ever go up for Franto? I'm to my bam on the Quafa. Yeah, Quafa Franto. You better walk. You know, we need to be at the team. Party in what? It's a party in MPPMO. A Yachim MPPO. Quafa Franto. I'm to my bam on the Quafa. Yeah, Quafa Franto. You better walk. You know, we need to be at the team. Party in what? It's a party in MPPMO. A Yachim MPPO. You better Quafa Franto. I'm to my bam on the Quafa. Yeah, Quafa Franto. You better walk. You know, we need to be at the team. Party in what? It's a party in MPPMO. A Yachim MPPO. You better Quafa Franto. I'm to my bam on the Quafa. Yeah, Quafa Franto. You better walk. You know, we need to be at the team. Quafa Franto. You better walk. You know, Quafa Franto. To my bam on the Quafa. Yeah, Quafa Franto. You better walk. To my bam on the Quafa. Yeah, Quafa Franto. You better walk. To my bam on the Quafa. Yeah, Quafa Franto. You better walk. I'm to my bam on the Quafa. Yeah, Quafa Franto. You better walk. You know, we need to be at the team. Party in what? I'm to my bam on the Quafa. Yeah, Quafa Franto. You better walk. You know, we need to be at the team. Party in what? I'm to my bam on the Quafa. Yeah, Quafa Franto. You better walk. You know, we need to be at the team.
Yeah, Quafa Franto. Wait, I want to force her. I want to for almost sa agbaja. Omo timi sa waja no my say no mo jegu I want for almost so egede mo so me say I'm nkrum I want for onya fit also ya wonani obodam onni ahoden also ya wonani o ya wonani I say dey be make sure say kase na da ha na emu odin ene na ma hu so ya wonani nti say ekọ heaven a Kevin Taylor say ekọ heaven a de nyankopọ be hu say awonafo different from ebia akamfo ene say awonafo nyina be kọ heaven ene de enokre awonafo nyina e kire mo wie okra so no awonafo na mo pe okra so no mo hwe ne heaven e be din amamo nti me tumufo mo awonafo na mo wie okra so no mo nya very careful wan hwa e do heaven wa bibi nti na ebia mo ntuma pass but awonafo nyina be kọ heaven na de mama nyankopon hu say we ya awonani we ya kani no say e do heaven a nyankopon no enya dia sa time heaven yen kasa because heaven concern ho heaven say ni concern ho nti eno no aglow fo ne ade ni ho de be ni say ukoduru a na omde ha say heaven macho man fo no omde blue pa obo panyan so omo bo obo na say buguma je say onya awonani sa awonafo no omo no agbaja no nti ama omo bo no edin omo say me kai say my grandfather we okumase and I me ma me na papa ni nyina my grandfather is dead satana me hu awonafo skills da say ma awonani and e kokumase and akumase asafo ho na my grandfather te awonani na ne ko tako de say me awonani enti e koye no ena na just say ye keeping me oh boy come de me maso issue mini popi muteto sa na mo say oh awonafo ni be display kakra awonafo unim awonafo please say which one is what is this Gashos okay. Oh, okay. I got it, man. I got you. Many information. The interesting thing is, Le Mans boss, no, on one ex-girlfriend, Ed in the picture, and I was confused a little bit. So Le Mans, writes, the girlfriend, dating, no, Ed in the picture, Breme. Say, Kevin, I cannot stand this anymore. Talk, this is his picture. Inti Lemons, Nipana or supply poisoned rice, the girlfriend, Eddie, ne picture, Abreme. Inti, I am going to show you his picture. Inti, I want to follow, yen never go heaven. Inti, Edukuma say, oh, me na ewu enti me ra ho boy and I say come na de me enti na e na awonafo no de omo omo de omo ba na beso awonafo omo ba tintintin bo na side drop no kenke se ba ko ne gugugugugu na tintin no de ana kom na nigina ho no eno na side drop no na twetwenwom no ai sa tintin bi na apagi sei no aha sa tintin no eno na twetwenwom no sa wonim awonanwom ye ka won ase senka ende na komka se na ene na side drum no aha enti omo ba pack awonafo no ai se mi kuro awonafo mbema ne de ntoma bi twetwo mu ai awonafo de me domo heaven ne de munyina mo beko na mo a mo wi okra no mo go heaven and awonafo no be set band no da me ma bro ai na chese ba ku bi abigina ke efo ai no makayufo na we fo ba ku se ai se me metikasa ba me tanka and awonafo ma no awonafo ma and I mean, I form management to the same colors. Nice about Bobo Becoso. I mean, so many white bina, but could be teacher hanky. And I'm because I'm mommy said then also action because that's mommy action. Also action. That time I never pay into the raho. International and Ankasaka say, now my name uncle Bako of a Joe. Aye, and I'm good of a Joe. Nah, also a conya, but never fat. And I'm so okay. And now I'm gonna first start of the moment. Oh, just started. Oh, just showed our about 10. Yani show on Tiasia co. Kosha Mamusha you to know. And now I want to furnish drums in na and I made them to a wameti na mo ni makubia som ai just a nyum de metmato but e wana mu say I want to furnish salai and kinki am go to hanki bi ai I want to form ba no sisi e wo so like samba me na ewu ntina me nhye na kese na me your boy so na papa te wo intimi nhye da nhwe ma na omo sabobobo no and na mema no and with your gym into one I want to form a man. I want to move the sound for a wedding. A ready young woman. Me, I say, wedding pal. I want to form a man. A tiki. Or not, baby, I fell. I want to force them to say, almost say, I'm going to be on my chocky. No, I say, no, joke. I come over down. I want to follow. Almost agbajana so e hoda technique no wo sak kike e duru bebia no agina no awoso ha no agegum na so ya hunini no and no na bekoso heaven ai so that is what is going to happen in heaven. Now let's take our business. Mr. P, Mr. Ed, they say you guys should block some people. I want to fall. To me sag, but now to me no jina. No, I was no changing no jegum, no corner for rubber. And no changes, no. On the ocean boa. Players no change your ma bakujina a line so no you warm up no train back no. I want to follow mo so we be change your ma. Omo asana mo sana communication. I want to form omo sangu. So ma sa no ma segu almost say nyina communication wom into almost sa agbagya ni nyina na o check obi be substitute me substitute number 13 ba into o say nyina na o hwe bi abo drums no into on say nipa na radio oduru wa say grind ba ko ewurum no pie and then your friend no one day go one day cover aha into sa na tie awonafo asa nyina one day go one day cover na mama yanko de yekoso enko na edu yi akwa bi pekasa aha into John Dramani Mahama abeka teacher licensure exams. Now licensure exams na any day. And then you say yes teacher for and a bind way up a crime biswa. At the end of the day no teacher for my co school we nyina na say mometro test ba could be abra we teacher ni na so one passes our test na we teacher school a uko nyina no asiegu. And the John Mahama ba say we nyanse bi anim. Teacher for you guys will be a teacher ni a sebio e career wakon school akosua ho animde e ya de a obetuma didi ho akopin so obewu na enye test ba ko a sebio oye teacher ni a obefre ne se ombeye no ene na be kire se o teacher ni papa na so onye papa ade bi o ha your friend refresher courses a teacher ni wo o kira de a na sebio o sinsene ana wo sin eye de o teacher dwuma no ho ene friend refresher courses imbre no tete no obetia se teacher for forum teacher for ko de omo kwa akwa refresher course ni nyina no e sharpen omo skills no eye dwuma omo di no syllabus no e brain omo sharpen omo skills asene be ya as the system is changing no omo so ne eye syllabus no and the way education is going omo nyina they move together. Teacher Mahama se nyanse bi anim so wo de BBF licensure exams aba teacher for my training college aye bibia try exams aba teacher for no o se one day one year exams no one pass ya ni joye nyina ahyegu John Mahama so ntiase if you so person see more schools or person Ghana for nya more teachers na tete no sa strategy when you use am nya a lot of teachers John Mahama say So wunya training colleges papa na wo resource omo usi school papa na so omunya adekere papa teacher ni no ompel obe teacher ni papa. Inti anya exams one day a obechro abra o teacher ni ene bema no abe teacher ni papa. Now you need consistent refreshment or refreshing the brains of teachers. And the John Mahama can also teacher for exams now. Aban we at the air store sika a free teacher for no so tiasie. Licensure exams no be buy no. Na omo pe kwan bi so a omo fa teacher for adwuma if na teacher for omo wie training college ne dorso. Enti na omo pe kwan bi a omo de be some stumbling block send be omo de be excuse say oh teacher for 30,000 yentuma for no man pass exams no. Na ni nyina ne say MPP aban eni sika eni nyansa omo be fa teacher for na omo wie school ni nyina no. Enti strategy ni nyina say omo de bibia friends licensure exams. We teacher ni no say wa anya ade a na yi we firim na aden. Enti you say at the end of the day no licensure exams no at the end of the day na teacher for no tue sika answer no my exams no, so you could see there was some extortion going on. Teacher for no am pay kakra na ban so e say fa betua exams natural answer na ajiwatum abra wa ko school we wura a training mu abedru ha tete no e no bi ama right word no so workshop teacher for ko workshop workshop and John Mahama say oba obetwam NPP for any radio for ni bi start jandam na very important say yeti ha no ye be correct Ghana de ekoso nyina and yakopie NEAT FM NEAT FM for jandam bi koso ho ye pese yetenetene Ghana for ye pese ma Ghana for hu no kre no MPP sem no mo ye no ho ebi mo a mo NEAT FM no. Some people too NEAT FM I imagine say they want to speak the truth, they want people to know the truth, but as you know no Kwame despite and then the Peace FM ni NEAT FM ni one FM no the agenda na say at the papa bi a John Mahama ni NDC the baby on person almost say no intend no omakonya a host or TV so or de just a screenshot da Ghana for. Now let's watch this. If we are match them say jandam no ye twe ema obia entwa Ghana for attribute muntie host no na muntie the reasons and the kudiente ogina so ka say John Mahama, because so wutie host na some kan o say licensure exams no na John Mahama wo no John Mahama mrasi enye licensure exams inta den and the John Mahama say ompene ema licensure exams ne so. That was the argument from the host. Nana another host answer to a friend Kobnamafo, he was trying to let the host understand say John Mahama Mreno, what was introduced is different from what the host is saying there. Now, they're not dangerous and say both of them are journalists. The control show no a host no or no na okuta an evidence or say a proving the case. Now evidence and then say okofa a screenshot of a daily guide news item bi e be kire screen so say eno ene ne engine so e kire say John Mahama time na otia ban mu no licensure exams no ordinance shase say enkoso e dan na ende de o se obetwam. And this is where the danger is. Your friend be disinformation and misinformation. Why do you say or can credit chro and so indirectly no na utwa wotro. Why do you say asem na o pese o kana no credit catch no, but se wa ma weni anda ho a obon se odada mo me yankotie this conversation
mo na ya ma manfo ne ho nsem ni niye na manfo yan ya sade no no entira kwabna da bia no wani abere se da bia no wani abere a wo wukura ban no komo pa eti na kwabna hwa we ye daily graphic one paper we a daily graphic 21st September 2016 na aka 77 days ansa ya to aba 2016. It was a countdown okra wo ho edebo mame fan kire mo eti mesha kasante ko Facebook say what you know very important to me eti meso menya dade etie okọ Facebook amede kire mo be bi o tablet kese ne so eti we 21st September 2016 na ka 77 days ansa yakoto about 2016 Owura Jacob ko nimfoni ono ebo an kwabena kan no Director General de Magana Education Service nimfoni ni o see new teacher licensing starts from 2016-2017 academic year. Eba chanyam na mitro you daily graphic 1950 paper nuni banner headline is it new teacher licensing starts from 2016-2017 academic year. After mami we argument na mami situating year. Don't remind Mahama ona mo sabe on you pa to obi a wedi mampanyin pen wedi vice president abedi mampanyin enti se stena the American nye no kra se JDM oh no na ko betumi aka no straight away so on the man for the kasa so ogusu a oka your point ada bia ye establishing say amanyo seminar ye no ye nyina no ye ne ye de aboa a kire oman no na be bibia ko yen central for no say ye wine seminar nim because NDC beka MPP beka me enoma mienu na me behwe Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne oba betu Frank Adiama MPP o kansem bi a sensem no till date ebra wo opposition no wo elbon to wo ba second term o kansem bi a sensem no enye na nado na kan go ono na kan na direct asem no ama no till date ni mi hu se wo matimi aye etime de ba betoto ho ene ne nsem a o san ene wo ka ba obeye mampanyen no wantimi anye se no ama no eti se jedi a woso wonsem a wo ka no be de toto ho na mahwe na mabisa se ensem a o ka no se ba so obeye mampanyen a what is the assurance na ye de ni nyina agunsani ani na ye nyina inform your decision eti madaroma ana ebi ona ye kire nsemu a enye se obi eyeboa payo ana se bibia e ba so wati ase aha ekoye baba na ka bebe
na jare wo se we no a wo ho no a
yeah
is it teacher for license 2016-2017 ade na wo ka no so when me say teacher for our license a omu renew
teacher for license be omu renew
teacher for a kira de
omu license omu renew
yes
pepacho me nim the teacher for license omu renew
enti nanka me pese me hu say de wo de kira ye o tro say a teacher for from 2016-2017 omo betro license exams
amepacho
eno na be pass omu
ben how ye be free honorable Clement Park he was part of it
me so what can be mesra eso no teacher for license
ade na wo ma me free Clement Park
no
oh yeah this
license exams no MPP abayi na de ba
ye na me de kire no brofu me ba jo
a teacher for ya brofu ba to exam situation
o see new teacher licensing starts
good
from 2016 ti ade na ni wondada
adentina wan fa exams no anka ho ena me tira o say wonim say a teacher for our license majari wonim say teacher for our license a wo mu renew oh yeah where
and I'm saying, teacher for license or renew. You are telling me,
yes,
teacher for license.
Yes.
You see, Kobramafu Busano, unim say teacher for license or renew. Or say any onim. The first question, and with all due respect, Kobramafu minimuno. Sometimes it's hard on the government. Sometimes he say, I don't care where he belongs. Or MPP new or NDC, I don't care about Kobramafu. But I want people to understand. Kobramafu busa sa Mark Jerry or to one say what am on laptop also iPad actually screen no e the screen keke actually screen no say we na chese John Mahama boa na bresu 2016-17 no teacher licensure exams no ono ordinance shase adenti na o say and the ompene so and Kobramafu busa na say ade na wo kan ye no echse dien o say new teacher licensing starts. And I come to my for say, Sadia all kind of say, license and I say licensure exams. Or say on nimpo say teacher for a license. So why is this guy, this clown, sitting on TV saying say or no or better educated Ghana for? You don't even know say teacher for a license in Ghana so many license. And you sit on radio, I compare super cool for space be a share. Ebe ya say what we cratch ni wa school ye interview Kobramafu catch us say let's correct this or say yemfre Dr. Park or na ye NDC ni na Dr. Park NDC ni onya Ghana ni Kobramafu otobo onya Ghana ni ono so ntumi nkinkan ti ase e kire Dr. Park abeka kire wo say we Jimmy ansa na what ase say we Jimmy Kobramafu is saying that odi ade a kire screen no now in journalism the moment a come na mafo ebusa wo say abrantie ade na wo di actual screen no mentiasie a licensing is it not different from licensure exams as a good journalist bi as enye jandam na oya enye say pesamin kumnya na oye enye dada no pesa dada Ghana fo a onye MPP surrogate enye krono no pesa obo Ghana. You could have said, say, Mamin be a story in a mouth. He avoided that. He only wanted to use a caption to say John Mahama, Asam no cannot boy. This idiot is not supposed to sit on TV. He's not supposed to sit on radio. This guy is basically ignorant. He does not know what he's doing. Or your MPP foot soldier or you're smart enough to be hosting a show on radio. Samina metona kom na mafu ka say where your license na anka osa me click story no na me ka kom na mafu nya abotre because we want to be neutral, we want to be honest, we want people to know the truth. My main kind what is in the wagon in Chile Ghana for, but he avoided that. He did not want to read because you need to understand, especially in Ghana, captions are very deceptive. Majority of the news outlets in Ghana no, they use captions to sell their stories. When you read the story itself, a totally different thing. It is a genuine journalist. And then when mobi ni over to radio swa and anka all di no crachere Ghana for the first thing would have said in the second namafo. Okay, wait. Yen kind story no. Na ye hu the what story nim say new teacher licensing starts no as ye saying e John Mahama time because what to make state date, state month, state year. You have to be able to read the content of the story. Now let's open the wagon. Sad story no any. New teacher licensing starts from 2016 to 2017 academic year. We were trying to open a story, but it looks like say a daily graphic, you know. Almost I don't know what's wrong with their server or whatever. But the story was Kali Derry, September 21st, 2016. 7:24. Mama yan kind ye what story na akwani bie ye say John Mahama nka no kre na abreso na teacher licensure exams wo ho. Aha, maka chem say jandam no mo ye ni radio no so no. Omo pese omo ye bibia de omo MPP ne tena power. Omo pese omo dada mo. Ba mo me nya abotre e bia na ye nya nkan ye nti obeka say I am basically trying to make the guy look ignorant. Such idiots sit on radio say omo no mo inform Ghana for. Such petty journalists, dirty petty. Now, what kind of story now? Any? That's what the story says. Story say the acting chief inspector of National Inspectorate Board (NIB), Dr. Augustine Teria, who disclosed this to journalists at a day's stakeholders information sharing session on teacher absenteeism and school inspection in Accra yesterday, explained that, and I quote, if within the 3 years they are not able to acquire the licenses, then they cannot hold themselves as teachers. End of quote. Almost say Mr. Eye Teria and an all church actually media no. And I'll say a teacher for a Ghana no. Some be a teacher. Na say infiem yen samu omo ntumi nya license sa teacher edwuma no mo no and dey just say edwuma no ni so mo to aso. Etina Mr. Teria ne ka say Oma be teacher for ewie no afe miensa se wantumi anya wo license now Mr. Tevian can exams bia ho asem wa ha now edie na omo frɛ no license no license na under NDC test say teacher for enya license na omo ntumi nto aso nya adwuma after 3 years no edien na mo men kan ne nhwɛ reasons ntia eye Mr. Tevian mo e ka asem we renewal of licenses. He said teachers will be required to renew their licenses yearly. Or say teacher for no ebe hia say afibia no omo be renew omo license. Now my men kind no asem nkyere mo. Or say just like how we renew other licenses, adding that in the case of teachers they would go through professional development programs and appraisal to get their license renewed. Or say renew of license, it just be a renew a car license near the adeno. Then so the teacher for the no stronko where 2016 as some American John Mahama time as some naka. Tell Mr. Tebiakano or say the teacher for the license renew no stronko say they are going to do what? Go through a professional development program and appraisal to get their license renewed. Omobeko program bimu. There's a difference between exams and program. Or say omobeko eye enhyehyeye bimu. Na saa nhyehyeye no so omutumi go through enhyehyeye no ene eho akade a egina so a emomu se odimu teacher ni dimu obesuma kyerase a ansa na obekọ saa nhyehyeye nim no eno na ebema na ho kwan ma nya ne license. There's a difference between license and exams. Now ebia we na wachechem ne yente ase moma yanko further na yanhwe de Mr. Tewia kan. Mr. Tewia ko de nim no kan bibi o se de o se Dr. Tewia explained that teachers will have to participate in the programs to qualify for renewal of license. I was say a for no sa program no also mo participate and sana you renew my license na momo. Now he mentioned another criterion that will qualify a teacher to be licensed as good appraisal reports, including punctuality and regularity, effective teaching, and serving on committees. Or see, program for now, and our programs now, I was a teacher in 2016. I'm say, I was a teacher now, or show a high level of punctuality, or course school term. I also try to 2:30 no in class. I also make sure say sa teacher I was say regular or type class de bia. Yeah, market teacher for register. I also say teacher no punctual and regular in classroom. I say program when I say hwe ho edema teacher ni ana ye renew the license. Sa nyoma we and ana John Mahama ban no be hwe ho ansa no teacher ni a ye renew license. O ankasa okotena exams room one day etu esikebi actual exams ema ya qualify. And interim can say teacher licensing starts. And the basis and our program no one, it includes punctuality. Or say teacher you say debi oba school brano on time. You start your program on time. Regularity. And also making sure say debiano we are regular oba na also china oba or chinechi oba week ni nyina. Osako enima you say effective teaching. I was say adia watch no you say esun sunsanso no make positive impact on the children. You have to be assessed. That means your bosses will have to access your teaching. I was saying, Adena watch no, a honsun sansuano, I den, abba, you say, enquarano, the watch no, enya impact, enya omunya home for so. So, watch class 1 for dia. I was saying, someone do class 1 term no, omutumitro, another word. Into you progression in your teaching. And then John Mahama mujina so and sana ya teacher ni license and sana ya renew license. Uko enima or say you have to serve on committees. Who teacher niya, you need to part of teaching committees, teaching group. Or say amount for who contribution when you people are sitting and discussing and now more teacher some how to make sure the curricula is effective. Also we are part of a committee that will do what will be joining and collaborating and having ideas put together. Sign your way and friendly programs. You need to go through this program to show say you are effective and that your license can be renewed. There was nowhere in Mr. Tewia or during John Mahama time I say I was a teacher for ekotena dem ekotua sika ebetre exams one day and sana ye renew my license. Nowhere. Enti sa quality TV so ka say John Mahama time no na teacher licensure exams no we Jimmy onim nyansa or dada omo mutie no. Now when you go down there he added something. Mr. Tewia or Dr. Tewia added something. This is what he said. He added, and I quote, "If you are always fighting and also if you have a criminal record and all such vices, you will lose your license." End of quote. Mr. Tewia started account 2016. Also, John Mahama Abino program no. So your teacher near DBA who say, you are fighting your colleagues. In fact, you are even fighting the students. You are fighting your bosses. Any sebio, nyome bia any set teacher needing a gym, would gym near who say, and meet up that standard or license need to meet. And these were the programs on John Mahama buying Edia Toho. Teachers were supposed to be able to meet the standard. Into sha eba psychology, eba technical, academic, eba personal attendance, eba personal behavioral part. They have made sure that they have touched on every single thing that made somebody a teacher. When you fall short, you cannot renew your license. It's got nothing to do with you sitting in a classroom and writing an exams. Inter a journalist to meet na radio so. Eka say share screen way, share caption way, share daily graphic 12 September or 21st September. And not just say John Mahama the all kana e atro. We Jimmy. Sani e chichiri Ghana. Mama yamfa no kure en chichiri Ghana. Now so ko anima Dr. Tewia can say me or say sharing an inspection report carried out by NIB or NIB, Dr. Tewia said the board went on a nationwide inspection tour during which it visited 1,789 schools and said its findings were revealing. Dr. Tewia, they had continued to occur somewhere 2016 and say, or see, NDC abano ma eye empenifo muda achechira no eko Ghana eko sra eye schools no mse di omu ni ko hu ye no efa teacher for se bi omo dwumadie mu no emom eye den eye abofo no or say wanwa na okore ni mu no osa echirechiri mu or say beginning from the 2016-2017 academic year, all newly recruited teachers will have to be licensed before they will be allowed to teach. In terms of 2016-2017, no, because of no, say all recruited teachers, no, they will have to go through that program. They will have to meet that criteria before they will be licensed or they'll be given a license to teach. Into that means say, ufi training college na ya fa for no. So what's starting out with these things that they have stated, they will look for all of these things, and that when you fall short, then you cannot renew your license. Now, most of them for no, they will make sure say you have to go through this program, this criteria, so that they will give you the nod to teach. It is not like teachers coming even in new recruits, no, they will have to come and sit by a desk and write an exams and say yeah, try exams way mark me and send me to match radio. There is a program, there is a criteria that you need to meet. So when meeting criteria now, you cannot renew or you cannot teach. And that is totally different from teacher for going into an exams room to go and write exams one day to determine their future. And in charge of Mahama can say that one he frowns on it. Me my teacher in better classroom one day entry exam can say the okosia was school ni nyina ye twem. Teacher bi wo ha orally or very good. Teacher bi wo ha about writing, sitting and writing or very bad. Teacher bi wo ha or very good technically. Teacher bi wo ha or very good in having conversation with kids. There's so many things that makes somebody a teacher. And yes, I would to me cabrofo and I would to me trouble so I'm a teacher. So many components come together to make sure say where your teacher need. And if you at the end of the day use only a written statement to say that this guy can impact knowledge, you are missing the point. And John Mahama say we cannot use just one day writing some things on paper to determine the future of career teachers. We need to let them go through a program. And that is what John Mahama was saying. It is the John Mahama can teacher for say these exams I will see a chem program be near deba 2016 no, you need to make sure we a teacher ni de bia na oni teacher ni foforo wa uni committee so o sori ankwase adult na no school o attendance nye wo so a wo academic work a won enkora ye rekora ye impact bia you don't qualify for your license to be renewed because all supervisors they will write a report and your license will be taken away. That is how you manage teachers. In the side journalists who have TV so or they just a screenshot actually Ghana for to conclude said John Mahama Ebuano sa nipa we he does not have to sit on radio. We are Ghana ni na utie na or how we are Ghana ni na utie ni pasa na sebio you are not, he is not impacting you or say wa brabo. And these are people that are dangerous. These are people we are not supposed to give them space. Omo ya MPP for party na dokoro munti omo gya omo nyansa to fie omo tena radio so a yenye politics ebeboa MPP. We are talking about the future of teachers and the future of our young kids. Teacher for the crowd about said they don't like this. So why are you sitting on radio and misleading Ghanaians with just a screenshot of some foolish caption bia or person the civil bia? I'll never sit here and use just a caption and say it's such a huge policy. We should just use the caption to decide. You need to read the story. You need to understand. Muntumin kinkai, muntumin chasye, muntumin chirechim, munim adea your friend journalism. Ofu ibi na enye sikebi na okobie bibi ene so ane aso mabugu so ana we de asante wo hye space tantan bi te so into a crachini ene crachini ni school akoyo crachini ni say wa adwene be ye adwuma Ghana for nyina ase John Mahama in 2016 or the program by ourselves is our program way and the best so ama teacher for your be license so you be renew license and say renew no any if you are able to meet this criteria you can be a teacher. It's simple as that. It's not about you sitting in the classroom for 10 minutes and going to pay money to the government. That is not actually paying your salary. Teacher no untu aneka also has on kopesika betua exams fees. Teacher ni no baby or tekrano from a hot to exam center e sika edin also ombra metre exam nonko. Now at the end of the day no you don't know. That teacher at that moment might be going through so many things, emotional, psychological, physical, so many things teachers are going through. You cannot use just 2-3 hours to say or carry on so one pass away you are crazy. That is not how you govern. That is not how you build a formidable teaching fraternity a bit to impact the knowledge also impacting. And John Mahama is right. He has to cancel this and teach a phone nyina so ope with juma ope so protect with juma ope so protect your career ope so Ghana for take you serious. This is what you need to do. So we a teacher trainee, so we a teacher near our practice cry vote against this NPP government because the NDC they have told you your liberty is important, protection of your job is important, and that is the only way you as a Ghanaian wow we a teacher near our training college ubetumenya bibi sebio adia bra. And the NPP they don't think, and these radio people they are just there to protect a criminal government. We should not listen to these people. It's very, very important. All right, Jandam has been shut down. After this break, you know, Yabetwaso, Yabese Busa Mahmoud Bawumia, where is this?
So the launch of this COVID-19 tracker app today is yet another important step by the government to leapfrog technology in finding solutions to the havoc the COVID-19 pandemic is wreaking around the world. We are trying to use digitization to help us in this fight. So the launch of this COVID-19 tracker app today is yet another important step by the government to leapfrog technology in finding solutions to the havoc the COVID-19 pandemic is wreaking around the world. We are trying to use digitization to help us in this fight.
Utisa kuraba. COVID-19 track anyway. We are still paying the COVID-19 levy. Anamewa. COVID-19 the hutu tax track anyway. Utisa bosume kuraba. Kekan kwasi asam sana obi anya ohwe na onenam. We as Ghanaians, we as Ghanaians, we are still paying for this COVID-19 tracker. We are still paying COVID-19 levy. We are asking Mahmoud Bawumia, where is the COVID-19 tracker? You jump on every nonsense, and then when you are being asked questions, you jump on every nonsense you hear. Because you are greedy, you are just hungry, you are just desperate for power. Where is the COVID-19 tracker? I'm asking this because we are paying COVID-19 levy. We are paying COVID-19 tracker levy. Where is the tracker? You Bawumia, you have a lot to answer. So concept now you have a lot to answer before even you decide to even tell us about your policies, which we know you don't have. You don't have policy. You don't have any idea. They are all cramponian can want someone today. Oh my answers. Why would you say kura abejina and the COVID-19 tracker and the DND utise tabono? Where is the COVID-19 tracker? Where is the tracker? And these people sit there and they think we are all stupid. They think that, oh, this one there, Ghanaians are foolish. We will lie to them and we will make you president. So when you go there, go and scream, go and shout, dress like a clown, don't talk about economy, and they will make you president. You think we are that foolish? From 2012, 2016, things have changed, Bawumia. You are still living in those years. Last, me catch them what I say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Krono a Obama J.A. Kufuor, Entina Nanado Dankwa Kufuor Kofano. That is why the NPP, they were surprised. Last week, Cheche Mucha Mamuti Asiye. Mahmoud Bawumia, Ebeya Ekufuor running mate, 99% of NPP4 were shocked. But we have not actually taken our time to analyze the amount Bawumia Benya Ekufuor running mate here. I explained to you the last time, it was because of the redenomination, the way Bawumia was able to hide zeros, stay at the Bank of Ghana to manipulate numbers for Kufuor to introduce the redenomination. After Mahmoud Bawumia did that, and Kufuor introduced you Mahmoud Bawumia Edemadian, Nana Adodankwa Ekufuor, that this is the criminal at Bank of Ghana who saved my government. Because Senka Mahmoud Bawumia, Anyesa redenomination na mana, Anka J. Ekufuor, he would have gone down as the worst president in the history of the world, not Ghana. And J. Ekufuor who say Mahmoud Bawumia, who was leading that idea our Bank of Ghana, no, or no boa no money Ghana for say ye zero so free. It is a steady. At a point in Nana Dankwa Ekufuor's campaign, he basically came out. He was bold to tell Ghana for say, Mahmoud Bawumia was given to me by Kufuor because of the job Bawumia did for Kufuor. Bawumia saw by Ghana 2000. J.A. Kufuor from 2001 2002. Bawumia by Ghana 2000. No? Now Kufuor was in power. Now 1999 2000. Now those times, right? Sorry. Kufuor by power 2000. I hope I'm right. Yeah, Kufuor came to power 2000. Kufuor by power no. Now Mahmoud Bawumia at Bank of Ghana. Now what happened was that when Bawumia was at the Bank of Ghana, Kufuor them drew the tail end of their presidency. That is 2009. No? What happened was that Kufuor needed a young man at the Bank of Ghana to help him lie to Ghanaians. And Mahmoud Bawumia 2001. Thank you very much. Kufuor was in power 2001. Bawumia came to Ghana 2000. It's so steady. Bawumia ba Bank of Ghana 2000 no. Na Kufuor and a Kufuor ba power 2001. In the time na Kufuor power, Bawumia was working at the Bank of Ghana. And Bawumia was basically the one helping Kufuor's administration to lie to Ghanaians about our economy. Into 2001, 2002, 2003, Bawumia was the one hiding zeros for Kufuor. Call a year, what we call a year IMF. Baby be a friend HIPIC. Later I'm a redenomination. It was a year Bawumia, no Bank of Ghana. He was helping Kufuor. Until drew point to be time a year Nana Kufuor the Ekufuor Bawumia as his running mate. NPP4 were shocked. They were like, who is this guy? He said, I will need this guy because Kufuor and I introducing a man say on in a save no. In this OT Ekufuor, I listened to Ekufuor's speech. He was straightforward. He told Ghanaians, a J. Ekufuor na de Bawumia mano.
$1, 1 CD. In the time of Mills and Mahama, 2 CDs, $1. If I was them, I would say to the people of Ghana, I'm sorry. We are sorry for the poor work we have done. We're going to go and think about ourselves. But that is not the people we're dealing with. The fruits of office, the money under the table has become sweet for them, so they're determined to stay. Are we going to allow that to happen? Are we going to allow that to happen? In Kufuor's time, one of the people who advised and helped him develop a strong CD was my running mate, Mahama Bawumia. Then he was deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana. It's one of the reasons I brought him to come and join me, that we will work on the CD and create again a strong CD that will be able to allow us to develop our economy and allow our traders and our work to be able to develop. In Kufuor's time, one of the people who advised and helped him develop a strong CD was my running mate, Mahama Bawumia. Then he was deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana. It's one of the reasons I brought him to come and join me, that we will work on the CD and create again a strong CD that will be able to allow us to develop our economy and allow our traders and our to be able to develop. In Kufuor's time, one of the people who advised and helped him develop a strong CD was my running mate, Mahama Bawumia. Then he was deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana. It's one of the reasons I brought him to come and join me. I will welcome.
Intimati Kufuor the Kachemo. I'll say during Kufuor's time, the person who advised and helped him to develop a strong city is his running mate, Mahama Bawumia. That is why he has brought Bawumia to come do same. So Bawumia's job was basically you have helped Kufuor execute criminality, and you did it perfectly. At the end of the day, you climaxed it with a year redenomination. Kufuor has introduced you to me that you can help me run and lie to Ghanaians about the economy. And I am not saying it. Mahama Bawumia and the Owahano Ekufuor na eka Bawumia samachero. The reason why inti okofa Bawumia. So from day one, Bawumia was the one who was helping Kufuor lie to you. And Ntina MP before were shocked. Like, how did Bawumia come into the picture? So Ekufuor was looking for an economist. No. Ekufuor was forced to pick Bawumia because Bawumia was the one who cleaned Kufuor's shit. So Ekufuor knew Bawumia would be cleaning his shit. And into the Abedu and Bawumia at this point, you know, that dynamics Kufuor the dynamics have changed. Dynamics now, Emma Kufuor access to lie to Ghanaians, steal our money, and run away with it. You know, the dynamics has changed. Dynamics in the day, people like us, colleagues like Nkoto Mone, Free Mind Mone, people who are on social media, different platforms, you know, they are the ones who are exposing Ekufuor and Bawumia into it is becoming difficult for them to do what? To lie to the people. It is now MPP niya. Nana do danko Ekufuor wankofa Bawumia because of his ceremony. Oka bibi to the trim sa ceremony nti ne foul. Those statements they said it to us send beya ye hu se Ekufuor da kofa kromfo. So they basically use that a year statement. Bawumia ye kremuni, Bawumia ye ceremony, Bawumia ye teni, enti yakofa no. But the real job of Bawumia was to come and continue the criminality he performed for a year J.A. Kufuor finished. Intended Bawumia Jina stage no kasana samujin so Jimmy. Bawumia is basically somebody who was sitting at the Bank of Ghana changing figures. He is not somebody who is practical. What is happening at Malata market, any Kaswa market, no, he does not have an idea. Bawumia only understands it when things have been written on paper and say move this zero. When you move 1 0 from 1 million, it is no more 1 million. So when you move 2 zeros from 1 million, it is no more 1 million. It becomes 100,000. That is what Bawumia understands. But the dynamics on the streets, how a market woman can go to Ofanko or can go to Techima and go there with 2,000 Ghana, go bring tomatoes. She has to pay for driver. She has to pay for hotel. She has to pay for her food. She has to pay for transportation and bring the tomatoes to Kadeshi to come and sell and get her capital, make sure she's able to make money that will take her back. Bawumia does not understand those dynamics. Bawumia, what he understands is that he's sitting in an air-conditioned office. When he went to the market, I got 2 million cedis. Okay, the 2 million, let's try and split it into two. Now, when you split it into two, let's take 1 0 off from here, 1 0 from there, and make it another figure. That is what Bawumia is good at. That is why today, practically, he does not understand the economy. That is why Bawumia cannot speak about the economy, because we have gotten to that point. So if you studied from 2012, 13, 14, 15, everything Bawumia did was basically like him being in the office of the Bank of Ghana. Didn't you notice? Every single thing Bawumia was doing was basically like somebody sitting at Bank of Ghana writing or putting a report together, because he was just putting a report up and explaining reports. He did not understand the reality on the ground. He only understood the report. So when you write a report and you give to Bawumia, he can read the report. But when you tell him to implement the report, he can't, because he is not a practical economist. He is a theory economist. A chew and pour. And today he's struggling to speak on the fundamentals. So we're studying now. He's the same person who said the dollar rate will expose you. The fundamentals will expose you. He turns around and comes to justify why he said, if you, whatever, the economy is not doing well, the fundamentals will, whatever. Now, the reason why he came around to try and justify himself is that even in justifying himself, he made himself look stupid. Because Bawumia is basically a robot. Bawumia is a theory student. Bawumia cannot make sense when it comes to realistic economy. No. Bawumia does not understand the dynamics. Until dynamics na say dema obi eti eye kejetia otumi di 15,000 Ghana every Kumasi ekotwa Togo border eko eye Togo eko fantuma edigu ka mu etua ka ne ka eda ka so eba betuatua rotos edi begina kejetia ton until sa dynamics na say onim se ne nipa tumi tini capital free side dem de onim ne say yesi obi akofantuma o Togo no kofa ne tax net saying otua income tax otua border tax obedru ye no. That is what Bawumia understands. And internet today, when you ask him about the economy, he cannot give you any practical solution or answer. It may be a do no. What say economy no? Dynamics need change here. Time for free power. Time Mahama free power. No? Dynamics need change here. People started scrutinizing. People started asking questions. Now, someone said during Mahama's time there was a pandemic. Now during Akufo-Addo's time there was a pandemic. And let me tell you something. Pandemic in Ghana and Congo, it is all over the world. Now, why do you think some countries have recovered quickly? Because those people who have recovered quickly, no, they took a strategy. They decided to do the practical economics. And the practical economics is that you go down there and you look at the reality and you apply that with your theory. And it's in Togo, Cote d'Ivoire, all our neighbors are doing well, stabilizing, because they decided to use the practical economy and merge a little bit of theory to it. And then you go through a pandemic. Why are we still here? Why is Ghana still struggling to get the city down? Why are we not having practical solutions to our inflation problem? Why are we not having practical solutions to our interest rate problem? It is because the vice president, who is the head of the economic management team, Akufo-Addo Kofano, and Akufo-Addo is angry with Bawumia because Akufo-Addo believed to say it does not matter what happens. As far as Bawumia was able to do it before, he should be able to do it for him. It's at a point, he basically said, Bawumia, do something, and there was nothing happening. Bawumia changed the figures. There was nothing happening. And inconsistencies what the budget in them, because they move something from here, they put it here, now and this if what then you'll be like, oh, it was an oversight. So you need to understand. Nana the Danko Akufo-Addo, Kofo ND Bawumia, a Bank of Ghana criminal man. That is why we are here today. That is why Bawumia today is not speaking about practical economics. He is not speaking about practical economy. He's not speaking of practical economics. Right now, what he's doing is he's avoiding the Emmanuel politician. Now, just said time Akufo-Addo running mate 2008. Now, MPP munyanse ni bianim. Now you need economists to MPP mu. Papa ya we are friend akuto ose akuto se den. Oje se Bawumia ni tipe no. There were people in the MPP who were better economists than Bawumia. But ask yourself why? Because Bawumia had committed a crime for Kufo to escape death, for Kufo to murder Ed and sleep, for Kufo to get away with murder. So he knew that this guy was a master criminal who can come and cook the books. That is why we are here. There's nothing new here. So don't think too far. Remember why they cooked this and are blasting women. That is why they are struggling today to even let you know economy nasem. Because Nipana identify no beka economy to me can want him. He cannot do symposia again. He cannot do forum again. He cannot speak on a PowerPoint. He needs to tell us practical stuff. Now he cannot do it because he does not have the knowledge to discuss practical economy or practical economics. He does not have the knowledge. And the whole vice president has been given a nod to lead a party. He has refused to speak on the economy. He's going after his opponent who is putting out his policies. What is your policy? So, when you check the terrain, at a point, they decided to kick Bawumia off or out of the economic management team. Why? They put together an FX committee. That is where the reality hit. Akufo-Addo began to understand that the guy is just good on paper. Practically, he cannot change anything. So they put an FX committee together. FX committee made up of CSOs and people who don't even have economic background. But the vice president, who is the chairman of the economic management team, was not allowed on the committee. Ask yourself why. Akufo-Addo had lost trust in Bawumia. Bawumia had deceived them. He had no option than to keep him. So Bawumia is just there. They didn't have any use for Bawumia. In the IMF negotiations, you never saw Bawumia on any table negotiating. Why? Because they don't trust him. Because they know he's dumb. He does not have that qualities he said he has. Bawumia cannot contribute anything meaningful. They needed people who can bring practical decisions and solutions to the problem. And Bawumia does not have that. Bawumia is basically a fora and forum person. He is a PowerPoint economist. He does not understand what is happening at Malata Market. So if you study Bawumia very well, he does not talk practical. Bawumia always talked theory. And the issue here is we need somebody who is practical, who can sit in Accra and think the way somebody sitting at KGTI is thinking. A finance minister, as I sit here, I can feel or think the way Obi Wakotokraba market or Tomuku, how the person is thinking. I need to change something from here to affect the person positively. Bawumia Junin Drusa level, it is too much for him. Bawumia is basically a kindergarten economist. He cannot do anything again. That is why for 3 good years, he has refused to speak on the economy. For the time Bawumia, because that time no information knew. Time Akufo president, there was no Facebook, there was no fact checking, there wasn't any better journalism checking the system. It was Kukuba Kwame Sefa kind, those people lying. Nobody was checking. So Bawumia could get away with murder. Bawumia could just use the papers to lie. They were using some of the media to protect Bawumia. Bawumia was never scrutinized when he was chosen as the running mate of Akufo-Addo. Never once. Bawumia was never scrutinized. The reason why Ofori-Atta was confident when they came to power, Ofori-Atta knew that Bawumia was going to be the one who showed him with statements and theory stuff. But at a point, they realized that Ofori-Atta has been blown. His cover has been blown. Now, we all know Ofori-Atta is dumb. But the reason why we are seeing Ofori-Atta is dumb was because Bawumia is dumber. Bawumia could not protect Ofori-Atta. Ofori-Atta's firewall was supposed to be Bawumia. We were never supposed to get to Ofori-Atta. You were supposed to go through Bawumia to get to Ofori-Atta. But halfway their governance, we realized that Bawumia is empty. Now we decided to go after Ofori-Atta. And that is when we exposed this government. And when Ghana for say, you didn't kwasiasem. That is why we are here. These are faulty boys. They are fraud boys. This government, this Bawumia guy, or a fraud boy, or a faulty vice president, or a fraud boy. He is frauding you people. He has nothing. Bawumia to me jina ni penuka ne papa etias no worry nkotre na okoye baade obwa wato ne papa kra dignity respect at ball as because he wants power. Bawumia is a fraudster. He's a fraud boy. On ne yire no odi ne chino. They are fraudsters. Two fraud people. Osoro na wa sheko set tight. Na wa sha tade kakra kegu so. On bese be wuse ne fu adoa. Bawumia is a liar. But we get to that part. Now, it's exactly 11 p.m. in Ghana. Onda obeshe say ahana aderi nyina wo. Bibia gina ha ai. Ende awonafo asama kire mu bibia. Na me enko ede na me dwudwa 102 mu nkire na afi yenko Bawumia so na me nkire mu ade bi. Why Bawumia is the most ignorant economist in Ghana. So your economist granas will be being no kase 24-hour economy. Osanka ku chia ni nsem. Okay, say you have seen my light. You don't even make a statement say it is bad idea. No. And I'm not one saying quite. It shows how clearly he does not understand the 24-hour economy. By bedroom or metro DB. Now, this is what is happening. John Dramani Mahama says next NDC government will reverse ban on importation of used cars. Finished. I'm going to explain this in simple grammar and simple chi. Na Ghana for matemwase. John Dramani Mahama says that all used cars that are being exported, or if you're in Ghana, say imported to Ghana, he says that when he wins power, he will scrap that. And that you can bring used cars to Ghana. Finished. John Mahama say now buying no esaba bimoa. Time na oho na yedi used cars eba Ghana no. And the MPP are buying a ban. Abeto se mo obi anfa used car emma Ghana. O se Ghana for eto aba emana oba sambra na MPP fo atwa ahye no obetwam. Used cars e fira bruchiri ebeba Ghana. Embra papa enom de beto a protect eye omo yesa adwuma no. Se wo swame, se wo car dealer, se wo boga, na se wano aduane abowa. John Mahama say woni ne entonchia Oman tumia obetwam every say and the Ghana no under Ekufuado no. These are the taxes are eda eye moa mofa cars ba Ghana so. And a most one mofa cars are using the kakra or Ghana mode banokrano or say on penemo. Why in the Wesika or Ghana abruchro or better fresh car at the Ghana? John Mahama so ba Sadiano obetwam. Toma John Mahama na ombra na use cars no embra na market mumbie na nipa enye dwumanye.
We a car be a container you could ye duty. Car could ye container. Not a car bear. Nizam Quest. Okay. And an Akiaso any shemu. Okay. And a car and near maybe. Okay. So Nizam Quest. Nizam Quest. Wagon. I family car nibisa. Yeah. You coco ye no. Nadia Brucha Fontina Mekano. Okay. Sanima we may free him a basa bruchi. Until what either say woman free and a cra and answer woman at the back. Never idea. Fast as you know actually. Why? Into your idea. Okay. Yeah, Quaco you contain no. Okay. Who's that? Near CNDC charges how what one buy one so my bad. What do you have paperless system? Okay. The charges you go import duty. Okay, import duty. 58,165.46. We are not about import VAT. Import VAT and also 52,492. Into we processing fee na okay. ECOWAS levy, ECOWAS levy 1,690. Vehicle certification and also I think it's one CD. Vehicle examination fee 3,199. Network charge 1,186. Network charge VAT and also 155. 155. Network charge COVID-19 health. Also 11 CDs. And Ghana Shippers Authority fee. And also 9 CDs. Import national health insurance. And also 9,904. Network charge national health insurance. And 29. IRS deposit. Internal Revenue Service tax deposit. 3,380. Ghana CD disinfection fee. 390. And son away MOTI 5 CDs. Import levy 104. Special import levy. Special import levy. 6,760. Ghana export and import bank levy. And also 2,535. Ghana Education Trust Fund. And also 9,904. Network charge get fund levy. 29 CDs. Inspection fee. And also 261. African Union import levy. 3,000. Okay, 3,961. And some COVID-19 health recovery na 3,000. Yeah. African Union yes 676. Taxes, how many taxes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ain't John Mahama and somebody drew my attention. Oh, Kevin Taylor, used cars and I said over age cars. These are two different things. Now, over age cars, no. At the end of the day, NPP are buying say Sakani over age. I want to be in Pamba Ghana. Now, the silly thing about this idea and they say NPP for the buy and they say so about America, your cars are 25 years. Your cars are 30 years. They are over age cars. But they are still on the road. You know why? Because they go through the necessary emission tests. Because the system has been made in such a way so car over age, the body is just over age. When the engine is treated well, Sakano Sakano car ever cause harm on the street, that car should be allowed to drive on the roads. There are so many overage cars that were brochira. Papa chain 90% of cars and then I'm Ghana. You see, sarcasm no, sarcasm no, a coin so than overage cars that were brochira. And it's for a kufuado na buying to say overage cars no, ya the ban at so ultimately for me Ghana no, bodam sem. When you have a system that is strict to make sure say so with the overage car bar emissions test no any the right the test also can go through to make sure say it is roadworthy no and also inspection no the tighten inspection no. We need to be able to make sure say the inspection in Ghana no there's a lot of the scrutiny you tighten the tight it is obi the overage car bar obedwene we say car me dey ko Ghana no car we dey bon wusie pa o na Ghana for inspection system is too rigid it is America we kwa one shot metue sika se no ntimi fa nko now me dey overage car we ko Ghana o if you Germany if you America car we dey in fact engineer embo wusie midru Ghana so make sure say ye be engineer embo wusie e be roadworthy car no enya car bia atete nti over age kwana bitua de akọ Ghana den a ye betumi ama chance ema car na ye adwuma ma menya memfa so that's how it's supposed to be. But the Kufuado Abani MPP Abani no sebi omo jiminti say oh car ni over age nkwa dia abro 10 years ontumi fa Ghana ye wo car say 25-30 years to America e betuma ye atna Ghana ye adwuma 30 years. And it's a fact. Bogus omo fa car no nyina omunim. Enti for Kufuado any Mahama Bawumia banka say we have banned over 8 cars no. John Dramani Mahama say he is coming back and when he comes back he will take that ban off. What the NDC administration will do is say they will tighten inspection. They will tighten emission tests. Into the car be drew and yes, the car be drew ya no. I will say car go through a vigorous test to show say it is roadworthy, and that is what John Mahama is talking about. In this obisika, so a over age car. Na car is in good condition. Ebi a car not on 2000 and 1999. Na car is garage atalene on 2 car no every day or make sure you are turning engine on. Car no will bear 20 miles per hour. Do you want to tell me that car no it cannot run in Ghana? It can't run in Ghana. It can be used in Ghana. So you are not supposed to prevent somebody from bringing that car because car no age is over 10 years. It to be back Ghana. You need to let the person bring car ever Ghana. It is up to the person to make sure say the rigid system in Ghana, the test system, the emission system, that roadworthy system. No, he is able to pass through. To be from there, you can work. Your car can get out of the system and be roadworthy. But Abina Jiminti, they don't even want to hear people's ideas. They don't even want to hear any alternative idea. A Jiminti paperless system, no over age car. Your country is a third world country. Some companies somewhere some more cars for Ghana. How many Ghanaians drive their cars? How many Ghanaians are able to buy their cars? But there are so many Ghanaians who are able to buy cars that have been imported. Over age. They are in good condition. We are stupid, and for years we have lost money because Bawumia, as a foolish economist, he could not tell this president to say no, that is wrong, and these people could not basically apply common sense here. Your cars, they are antique cars, 35 years, 40 years, and you don't see a single smoke because people are making sure they are taking care of the car. There are so many cars who chroma 30 years Ghana 2022 cars. I'm telling you, majority of Range Rovers 2022 cars are Ghana. Ninyina accident cars. Cars are most celebrities of Sadian Getty no. Ninyina accident cars, auction cars, ninyina most of them storm ridden cars. They are not genuine cars. Majority too are stolen cars. So allow people to do legitimate business. Set rules. Let the rules and regulations be there. Let them understand that there are rules. You can bring the car, but if it doesn't pass this, you are going to crash this car because it needs to pass. So and I know John Dramani Mahama, they will do something. They will make sure say they set up an emission station at the port. All the ports should have a emission station. So when you bring your car, there will be a yard that you take it there. If this is an overage car, you take the car to the yard, then it will go through that port emission test. It will go through. So before the car is even allowed into the system, the Ghana port, any Ghana custom for at the port, they have their own warehouse. You bring the car there before the car is passed to leave the port. You bring it there, it goes through emission there. They get to know said car way ignition, BBI is okay. This car is roadworthy. This car does not smoke. This car meets the specifications. After that, you sign the documents, pay for your car, and it gets to the system. So you don't have any problem with going to a mechanic and say, may call DVLA. So this is something John Mahama Abino in his statement, he made it. that even at the various ports, they are going to have emission stations. Ghana Customs for tomorrow running, DVL tomorrow running into the car bedroom Ghana. All that you have to do is say car way over H car. The port people will just move it there. When you come to the port, they'll tell you go to the emission station. When you go to emission station, your car will be tested there. If it passes the emission test, if it doesn't pass, your car is sent to crash. And that is how it's supposed to be. And John Mahama can't wait in actually Ghana for. And when he opens those things, at the end of the day, there will be more jobs being created. Because every port, if any part 200, 300 crore port, that's emission test now. See the amount of money. Inspection. We are not supposed to move the car from the port before we go do inspection because of a Mrano. So John Mahama can say they will create their inspection the stations at the port. Into the what they over H car Ghana, all that is going to happen. And they say, "Unim say car dey ko." So we commit to car Ghana. Unim say we do on that kind of inspection station. The car is at the emission station. The car is already at where it's supposed to be. Into draw also car number 17. Oh, Range Rover Kevin Taylor, 1999 Range Rover. So yes, your document stays. Let it go through the system. They do all the tests. Oh, we have the boss. We are sorry, your car could not pass the emission test, so you can take the parts, but the engine we are going to crash it. That's it. So if you want the part, come and take the parts, but the engine we have to crash it because it cannot go into the system, or the car itself has to be crashed. And that is how you build a system. That is how you force the people to fall in line. That is how you generate income. So the person exporting the car, he's thinking that car where I would demand, is this car basically going to pass the test before they invest their money in it? And this is what we need to do. So yet Ghana na say anjene ni man kwase afo bi the book na at the end of the day yes stifle system no ye man di per bra sa bra ya bra for 8 years no nyanse bi anim inti sa oboso kana wutie me this is it. This is the time. This is it. Oton cars or Ghana. This is it. We a taxi driver. Oh, for me, so the car baby. So far, car now otono over age no problem. Making sure some emission testing you say car no dey. Ejina na so car no and smoky. Car no car be engineer. Na fabra. Oba ebeko inspection. Omo bia omo say car now they are breme. No. And so why are we making it so complicated? Why are we? And John Mahama said this is simple. So it's part of John Mahama say he will ban over 8 cars now more cano, or say he will take that law off. Obey but the system will make sure say car be Ghana biano it is roadworthy. Now, my men chama debi wa. Jack, I don't need to worry myself here. Tias debi. Number 1 to protest at UAE embassy to demand arrears and compensation for detention by Dubai police. At the Ghana create team. Me say Ghana is God's comedy channel. Ma can man for you say me boa. Sa kwa we me say Ghana for Nana Pia Mensa with all due respect. And kwasa say mo di no Ghana it is because mon shada nchi into table so nipa 2 aso ne 9 wa ha nipa 2 aso ne 9 wa ha mon twi ni mu. Inti Nanapia Mensa no ohum nyina say mo jimi o they said Nanapia Mensa says say oko Dubai embassy or Ghana akọ demonstration adentra oko Dubai embassy na ye chi no on tiase ye chi no into so mutu sika ma no me say akwa we kama ba circle ana men's gold headquarters wo ena mo de butcher for ana say na nkwase for table bia besi wo na ma woro no homa na kan boxer shorts na mo de ne to so na mo twi ni mu a mo twi ni nan mu a sa nkwase asem we ondi. Because you're so some phone so abedruha. Because Yatina Ghana manipebi take advantage of the system. This guy is a criminal. Nana Pia Mensa should not still be working as a free man in Ghana. Never. Nana Pia Mensa should be in jail 48 years, 7 months. Nana Pia Mensa, because of him, people have died. That alone should tell this government, say, this guy deserves to be in jail for life. Through his actions, na mo amwa bruchira mo hweme. Inti mo amom pem asem. Mo amoya MPP for matemase. Inti mo ankasa. Nana Pia Mensa the idea when di mo maame na nke frɛ so o maame ahwere ne nkwa if Nana Pia Mensa azan no manisika anti nka obetena aka sɛ ende Kevin Taylor mpɛ Nana Pia Mensa asem. Mo ankasa na mbusam sɛ saa de Nana Pia Mensa ye ne Ghana mo amwa abruchire a mo ye MPP fo am sɛ ye de me busam sɛ inti saa de na obetima ye bi America na. Now, Oyeno America Krani China, we are sure Nana Pia Mensa ebetuma nante Ghana. aye krochia ananam Ghana. Me say Nana Pia Mensa. Adia wa no Ghana onam Ghana oko krochia. Abe obite meni abreu. Onam Ghana nkwase wa ye krochia. O krom ha ko da nam Ghana ye ko da na America ye krochia. Anko sem da. Na munim de esi. Attorney General say Nana Pia Mensa court anom de ni gina charges ni nyina no omotwa ni nyina mu. Esi omma ye charges foforo. Minianom. Inti ade wo yetena ho kase ye chichire man. Inti ande Ghana and Kufuor the MPP under Bawumia no dey na ye bone. What is a crime? It looks like people just commit crimes and they walk around the nation. Ya catch say Nana Pia Mensa ya gini sika ni nyina free bank ni card nya sa sika na wen. Akwa we so akonya 2.5 million. Emma Attorney General be catch say Nana Pia Mensa ampa or the 2.5 million aba. Attorney General ne to e musa Nana Pia Mensa, where did you get this money from? Attorney General no, or not Ghana, he did not question Nana Pia Mensa's source of money. Nana Pia Mensa is a criminal. He is under investigations. Nana Pia Mensa has committed a crime. He's a witness. He's a suspect. And then the suspect goes out there and brings $2.5 million without disclosing where he got the money from. And the Attorney General says, I have taken the money. Wait, Jimmy Ala. Ekune team no ya boda mana e say a winia or that prison ya money bail say on for 2 million meyi no ho na ono agasa no wa say Nana Pia Mensa ekromfo. As we speak, he's a criminal. Ojina court ayedi na asem ya jetum all the charges e bon say wa bokro no. Nana Pia Mensa maka say magine nyoma nyina oni bibi papa bia maka say Nana Pia Mensa oni edwuma bia o ye money income yeti krom ha. Nana Pia Mensa cover 2.5 million aba. Instead of the Attorney General questioning him the source of that money, no, Attorney General Saba TV so because Nana Pia Mensa bring me 2.5 million and 5 million. Na yet kronim say emraye juma. And then we say sa akode sana me say Samia Wuku on na sa akode lawyer. Hey Samia Wuku. I saw it today. Na sa akode free court. And I'm say hey Samia Wuku sa akode lawyer. We jai NLA na to and I would dis akode echi wo court. Hey, politics pa. Ejina sa akode ye nyina di nkwasasem nya na say eye mo MPP fo ya na kasa mo ye ne lawyers. Entina na ojimi ne ho sa no afere ma ti ase. Enti time na sa akode ejimi ne ho nyina etoto nkwase anyom etoto political songs ejimi ne ho Ghana ha nyina mo so no so no sana eye mo because na say na endra na mo video bi na Samia Wuku ene di sa akode echi wo court say on na ye sa akode lawyer am say ampa mo so nkwase asem so achampa mo na mo de abeduru ha nkwase asem nyina hene ene MPP for me say Nana Pia Mensa senka eye Germany no wa ankasa krochia god to me nya bio me say Nana Pia Mensa say anka America no tia na wabokro no we a ankasa krochia anko to me nye Nana Pia Mensa Bulgaria enanko wa anka krochia anko to me nye bi anka not watching name long time that mo kem mewo mo majeme Kristo ema ko ni nam Ghana didi nkwase asam yeso so ade so nipa bia ma last no kasa no boso ewurade abo bia ko ke nkon pa o hey. All right, now mama juju asem bi mu nkiremo. All right, now this is what we are going to talk about. Yeah, one gentleman, a professor, yede wurema no editorial na yede womu no. Waka mi bia che Dr. Bawumia, I'll say, stop complaining about Mahama's 24-hour economy and tell us what you can do. Yeah, a professor at University of Ghana, Akached Bawumia, say Bawumia, jai dede na wo ye dede no efa eye John Mahama 24-hour economy no ho. Wankasa kan de obetuma ya kire. We a professor, a simple question mopa mundi na tememfa me ho. Ose Bawumia, Mahama kan de Emma, it is up to us the electorates and Ghana for to listen and make our decision. Say Mahama Canada or a politician or the NDC enim or so a president da or say or a 24-hour economy ba watch the reason tell person 24-hour economy ba yati ase it's up to us yene Ghana for yene yebetie say da yebefa yene yakwakoto aba no enti professor say Bawumia Mahama akasa kire Ghana for omo omokoto aba no omo tie omo say omo for ho adwene na wo Mahmudu Bawumia no dede a wo ye no wo de den where what the issue is there na wo beye wo ankasa there na wo beye simple questions when people for be did natam omegas we Jimmy NDC for maniska Mahmudu Bawumia akosrem akoye concert na oye concert no ni refi no ho kakra and it's all got to do with the 24-hour economy. John Dramani Mahama say at the end of the day no and as your money to me or be making sure that Ghana runs 24 hours. Now so what responses from Bawumia or say 2024 elections will be based on what I have done in government, not insult. Or say election Bawumia neka so or say the 2024 elections no you be based on the onwa ye wa bemu enya teni. The question here is what have you done and what did you do? A day na waye and a day na waye. A day na Mahmudu Bawumia waye ubetumi aka ho asama kire because we are talking about Bawumia why vice president from 2008? Why running mate? Abaya vice president 8 years. Bawumia MP before catcher say wo and Oma Ekufuado win election. No, Bawumia say we are the best economist. The question here is, Mahmudu Bawumia, if it is your performance or it is your performance that's going to be the basis for the election, sir. Say your performance, and then tell us what you have done. We don't want Bawumia to tell us, say, right now, no, what to Ekufuado, ideology, policies, that's actually, or the new ideas. No, we don't even want to go there. We want to ask Mahmudu Bawumia, policies now can one seminal. Those policies you made noise about. Tell us the impact and sana you how effective have those policies been? It to me be a juma. Ghana for send a policy to me for our juma yenim. Policy nearby no. It to me see regional hospital. Policy no. It to me see district hospital. Policy no. It to me any interchange in Ghana. Policy no. It to me at the end of the day constructing any major road in Ghana. Policy now also what the buy no. At the end of the day, it to me my dollar no stabilizing age 4. Policy no. It to me stopping here from going to IMF. So policy now see yembezi waso and sanyako election 2024 no yabesi ebusa say answer the policies how it has been able to help us and sanya ebusa what you can do, because we are not ready to listen to any new policy. We want to talk about the old policies and I will say Henry Ekufuado there and that you have your own policies. Until you tell us say the old policies na failing in no Ekufuado policies na dia wo de ba ne ye wadwene na afa ye hu sibia na obekasa. Because say opeso about digitization, we want to ask you what is digitization and how did it come about and what are the infrastructures that hold digitization down? Have you built any data center in Ghana to hold even one data in Ghana to say you are digitizing Ghana? Have you laid one fiber optic cable in any part of Ghana to be able to say you are the one who is able to make Ghanaians make calls from the north to the south or send money from Kentampo or Wankasa Ukroma Mprusi all the way to Mikroma Ayeldo? Tell me what you have added to digitization. Tell me what those your policies you made noise about. Let us know. Answer those questions. Maybe you want to tell us you don't have anything to do with the one district, one factory, because you want to know that one district, one factory policy, what it has done for us today. We want to know the one constituency, the one dam, one constituency, sad dams, how it has helped Ghanaians who were going through deforestation, the people in the north who were struggling to get water to irrigate their farms. Tell us about planting for food and jobs. Tell us about one constituency, 1 million. Tell us about your free SHS, how it has impacted the economy. Your policies you brought that it was going to make inflation go down. Tell us, how has it helped inflation? Tell us how your policies have been able to drop interest rate below John Mahama's time. Tell us what your policies have done to build one regional hospital. Has your policies been able to build one senior high school? Has your policies been able to build one university? Tell us first. Let us know what you have done. Prove us wrong there before we talk about going forward and asking about policies, new policies. Until Bawumia, you do that, you have no space in our current politics. Nobody is going to take you serious. Everybody is going to see you as a comedian. We are all going to consider you as dumb because you have not been able to answer your own policies, how it has impacted us. Tell us, answer your previous policies with the Kufuado, unless you tell us that you have nothing to do with the one district, one factory. Unless you tell us you have nothing to do with one constituency, 1 million. You have nothing to do with planting for food and jobs. Because we want to see the result. The luxuries. We want to see how it has impacted our lives. Then after that, we will come to you, Bawumia, your policy. Or your policies. You see where we are? And this is what some of our friends are saying. We have to ask critical questions. You need to answer these ones before the critical questions come. When we sit on social media and TV and on radio and we speak, we are not dumb. This is basically a process. Bawumia needs to justify himself. Because today your colleague John Dramani Mahama, who is your contender, when I ask him about you, have you been able to do anything to change the life of a young man at Asimfosu? He can tell me. He will tell me that he has been able to build a chip compound. He has been able to go to the central region to make sure what? To build a factory. He has been able to do what? Build an e-block. So he has impacted the lives of the people. He has been able to, at the end of the day, go all the way to the north, your own hometown, build a chip compound, build a regional hospital, build a district hospital, make sure that roads are fixed. He can tell me what he did, and they are in a solid book that I can refer to. So you have to also justify the 8 years of being the vice president and wanting to be president. Justify, let us know your past policies, how it has impacted us. Because today we sit here, the dollar is at 12.1. Tell me how the dollar got to 12.1 and why we will not, if we give you power, the dollar will not go to 40. So you telling us that the 2024 elections will be based on what you have done. You have not even told us what you have done, but you are going out there going to wrestle John Mahama, who has proven himself. Tell us what you have done. We don't need any new policy from you. It is too early. Tell us the old policies, how it has impacted us, what we got from your old policies. And that is how we are going to assess you. We need to know your past. And we need to know what you have done to impact us. How the dollar is at 12. How it's going to go to 4. This is what we are expecting. You told about NAPCO. We want to know who is now working in Ghana as a NAPCO beneficiary. Working. These are things you need to answer. After that, you can come to us and tell us this is your new policy. Because at this point, if you cannot tell us this, don't come and show us anywhere. Now, there's something Mahmoud Bawumia has done which shows he's daft, he's ignorant. Makachiremo, me say Mahmoud Bawumia, he's not an economist or a paper economist. At a point, the finance minister of Ghana himself, he threw Mahmoud Bawumia under the bus because at a point they realized that they cannot trust Bawumia. He is not that smart as they thought. And the finance minister, Makachiremo, say he wanted Bawumia to be his shield. They brought Bawumia to come and protect Kenoforiata's criminality. But later they realized that Bawumia is ignorant about everything. The finance minister even sat on TV and told Ghanaians that he, at the end of the day, and his government and the president, they don't even trust Bawumia. So, why should I, as a Ghanaian, trust Bawumia?
When the president presented the sessional address to Parliament, the first comment from the minority was that he didn't talk about the national debt, and they were concerned about that.
Right.
And yesterday, they were making calls in Parliament about the national debt.
Right.
They said that when you were in opposition, you and Dr. Bawumia said the government was going to move from taxation to production.
When we're in opposition.
When you're in opposition, yes.
I'm not sure I ever.
That you win.
I'm not sure I ever made any.
No, they say Ken and Bawumia. That's how they say it these days.
Were you able to find any records of Ken talking about policy?
They said that when you were in opposition, you and Dr. Bawumia said the government was going to move from taxation to production.
When we're in opposition.
When you're in opposition, yes.
I'm not sure I ever.
That you win.
I'm not sure I ever made any.
No, they say Ken and Bawumia. That's how they say it these days.
Were you able to find any records of Ken talking about policy?
Him.
Avewati. Can you forget what now Poladomotri shows so? And the Christmas tree thief, that criminal, Poladomotri, the Christmas tree thief, no, Cromfo no. Or say, oh Ken, this and this for say, when a Bawumia. Time and more opposition no. Now must say you were going to move the economy from there taxation to production. Now and they could say or say me. And here me be man no say we are moving the economy from taxation to production. Or say Paul any question kratam ye dia e bia obodam. Na me oforiata record ben e kire say me be man no say we will move the economy from taxation to production. The finance minister was telling Paul say sa question pay na okeka sa ansem no ono na also kobusa na sa question na nyame. This is your vice president, and the Omudinichi say Bawumia can handle Ghana. His own finance minister sat on Metro TV to tell Ghana for say that taxation to production. Bawumia no can kwasasemo. No, in charge of finance ministry. No, on he never in opposition made a statement to say they were going to move Ghana from taxation to production. This is the vice president, and then or say we should hand over the country to him. We should hand over the country to him and that he is. Thank you. We should hand over the country to him because he is in charge of everything here. And I keep telling Ghanaians, say, Ken Oforia Tamone Ekufuado Mono. They have never respected Mahamudu Bawumia. They have never respected the NPP Mudie Chireno because they just came in to do business. They just came in to make sure say Omunyane Musika. So they themselves, they don't even respect Bawumia. They don't trust Bawumia. Because when your finance minister sits in public to say, I never opened my mouth to tell Ghana, say, we are going to move the economy from taxation to production. He is trying to tell you, say, Nippon no catch them no true for because I have never said that. So in the first place, they were coming in to add more taxes to you. But let's leave it there. Mahmoud Bawumia has spoken about the 24-hour economy at John Mahama Kanwasem. Now, I want us to break something down. But before that, Mumientie Mahmoud Bawumia or respond to John Mahama. Na Mumientie Nanwasem.
Today, John Mahama is going around the country. He is speaking to people as if he has never been president before. He said, when we were suffering, he told us that he was a dead goat who had no feelings. Today, he wants to resurrect himself to become a live goat. He wants to become a live.
That I've given up. I didn't really. Bawumia ya John. I will play the video. And some about me go to Ghana. Mahamudu Bawumia ya John. Where? In Ghana. And we have played this video over and over. When John Mahama made that statement, it was a figure of speech. John Mahama never stood in front of Ghanaians and said, John Mahama was making a reference. So, when we be a politics ne do, onim politics, onim nyansa. He's not a politician. Where are you John no makofona brabo? This is the guy who wants to be president. 2023, at this point, a 7-year-old boy can go on the internet and verify things, NPP flag bearer no do just stage here no. Jesus Christ of Eduane de. Me nu me ho papa. We na mo de be Ghana. Bawumia pa muntie no. Inti the politics ni nie.
Today, John Mahama is going around the country. He is speaking to people as if he has never been president before. He said, when we were suffering, he told us that he was a dead goat who had no feelings. Today, he wants to resurrect himself to become a live goat. He wants to become a live goat. Suddenly, he has solutions to all of our problems. But when he was president, what solutions did he bring to Ghana? What solutions did he bring? Did he solve the unemployment problem? Did he tackle corruption? Did he create jobs? Did he issue the Ghana card? Did he build astroturfs? Did he abolish the 3-month pay policy for teachers? Did he do 1D, 1F? Did he establish free senior high school education? He had no solutions to our problems.
Me no me ho pa. Bawumia a comedian or a John Mahama, you are a very intelligent man. Me jina Ghana for him aka kire this for say we are very sorry. We are very, very sorry. If this is the guy who is today competing John Mahama for presidency, Ghana ya boni papa, you Jimmy too much. If this is the guy, ojina Ghana for him say ende Ghana for to abamanombe or mampenyi, then we are sorry. We are very sorry. John Mahama, we are very, very sorry. This is the guy, and the Ghana because of Aqua Winti. Mahamudu Bawumia, the campaign. This is the guy the whole MPP says also di Ghana so. I mentioned my DB. I said John Mahama didn't fight corruption. The records are there. I said John Mahama did not create employment. And the Oko UGMC in Kotrene Juma Oho. John Mahama did not create employment. And the Oko KJTR market mo omo mugumo yantwe. Omo take care of KJTR market no. Enye nipa na manage KJTR market no. And the e-blocks e wo Ghana eye adwuma ni nyina no. Eye mponchi ne gum se teacher for. Oko UG Oko eye Tamale Regional Teaching Hospital la. Omo mu adwuma ho no omo mponchi enye nipa. Chip compounds e wo Ghana ebi ye adwuma ende no. Omo mu gum no enye nurse for ne teacher for nurse for. Yati Ghana kromu mu no. Oko Kotoka International Airport ya expand e no. Enye nipa ne gum ana ye mponchi na ye adwuma ho. So oba Kumasi Airport na ye na ende isi ha nkofo gina ho eye adwuma na eye uni medwuma John Mahama create no Ghana. You see they be a catch them say these people you didn't kwasi asem na the comedians we be name. See the politics is doing. Mama say is a day goes. The dividers on the be an singing band leader or can no person kwasi afo so. This is not politics. This is comedy. Jesus Christ. Intimate chroma and I got a school kakra no. Oh sorry, I was weighing an answer. Wait any message, you know. Is this Bawumia's message? Is this the message that is going to move the dollar from 12 to 4? Message when they create employment, no. Bawumia message when they there, no. And then they basically was wait. Now more concerts and cantata from this comedian.
Today I hear John Mahama has a new idea that he wants a 24-hour economy. I say, I don't know where he got the idea from, but it is not a bright idea. The 24-hour economy cannot be legislated by government. Today, there are many businesses that are already open for 24 hours. Hospitals are open for 24 hours. You can buy electricity 24 hours. Banks, because of digitalization, you can transfer money for 24 hours. You can receive money for 24 hours. There are many chop bars that are open for 24 hours. The police is working for 24 hours. Security services are working for 24 hours. So what is this 24-hour economy that you want to bring? It is purely an issue for any business. If you feel you will make money opening 24 hours, there is no law preventing you from opening. But this is one.
So, first of all, Bawumia does not understand a 24-hour economy. Bawumia idea about 24-hour economy is that when Ghana Water Company, you open your tap and it flows at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., it means the economy is working 24 hours. It means Ghana Water Company is working 24 hours. So this alone should tell you, say, Bawumia, he does not even understand the policy itself. He does not understand what John Mahama is saying until I see it. Now, that statement he made say that there can't be it cannot be legislated. There cannot be any law to force the economy to run 24 hours. No, that alone should tell you, say, Bawumia, he's not normal. So what's here John Dramani Mahama Asema or catch Ghana for or say? People or companies will not be forced to enroll on the 24-hour policy. Nobody in Ghana is going to be forced. That means enyemra enyense. So John Mahama is not telling Ghana for say he is going to go to parliament and go and push the legislature to pass a law. Say I will say Ghana for nyina eye dwuma 24 hours. Mahmoud Bawumia adwene wo fom. Bawumia na adwene te se bontua. Umia kakra wa ha na epie wa ha. He is basically dumb. Nowhere in the world, and the wako krubi sumo bi aka say there is a law that is imposing 24-hour economy by force. There's nowhere in the world. And John Dramani Mahama never stood anywhere else on this planet to say Ghana or say company be juma 24 hours. And so the beginning of his statement shows say he's ignorant about the policy John Mahama is talking about. He is seriously ignorant, totally ignorant. So, is not important. You don't even need to waste your time on it, because from the beginning of his speech, or say John Mahama to me Shembra, John Mahama never anywhere said by force or be the president or say it will be a program or a policy because of the incentives. Companies, entrepreneurs, they will love to be part of it. That means it is how the policy will be, how the program will be. And the Bema Taylor near or 1/20, I can say, I want to join. It is the way the program will be. And the Bema will be to say, Uni J, or PAM uniforms, Uni J, one of the unique women in Ghana, Juma from scratch. And say Uni J, or PAM school tadia, I can say, me PAM a lot of school tadia ma buying. I want to enroll on such a policy. Ebema ma friend nipa kesiye, mintia light bill kesiye, mintia tax too much, and it will entice people to employ more and also get benefits from the government. John Mahama never. Bawumia's first statement, it shows clearly say he's dumb. He's basically doing Chema to me politics. Bawumia is a joker. And we are not supposed to waste our time on a joker, because he needs to go back and tell us the first policies. Now, Bawumia still does not understand the 24-hour economy. When it comes to the Big Apple, which is the United States of America, New York City, Embrabia and New York is operating 24 hours. But what is making some companies operate 24 hours? Because they have the capacity. Because the states sometimes give some of these companies incentives for them to run 24 hours. That's all. In the Sobika just said New York does not sleep. It is because the people there, they know that the government or the state, they have some laws for companies that when they operate 24 hours, maybe their taxes will be cut down a little bit. Maybe they'll get some incentives. Maybe when they are basically filing their taxes, it will show, say, we are contributing through the 24 hours. We are running double shift, and it is basically helping with the employment rates. Into the state, as New York, it will help that company. There's no law in America, nowhere in America, in Europe, that Russia was say by force to force. It was say running 24-hour economy. So that alone should tell you Bawumia is dumb. Ghanaians don't have to waste their time on such a dumb person. Now I will form. or your 1998 politics. So it makes all the things that he said nonsense. It makes it trash. Now, John Mahama, 24-hour economy, no, when you look at it critically, every day, me catch him say, you're the big government, and now you're the big economy, and you're from the macro economy, and you're the small economy, that is the micro economy. The macro economy are Ghana, a nestle, Accra Brewery, a Gasem, macro, they are the bigger ones, industries, and you're the micro. And then you ma amenu mu a omotime be a shop e be a restaurant nipa 15 na ye adwuma obo ha we be a night club nipa 32 na ye adwuma ho obo ha we be a force factory nipa 16 obi will be some juice factory and you micro. John Mahama 24-hour economy no say the focus more is on the micro. Ghana o share the way we basically our entrepreneurship table na we are more into yenye pese be adwuma. So we check Ghana government, it can only employ 700,000 people. Inti, so Ghana buying it for only 700,000 people. It means the rest of the people in the country, no, majority are entrepreneurs. Because entrepreneurs are So the 24-hour economy is targeting Ghana for omujuma. Senya beya omo be hinha omo a omo pese omo bie omo dwuma ma omo be fa nipa. Senya beya economy no so and I say a krono be bie. Until when they are targeting a bit to say ebia antimuni wache or ebia workers 10 ebia abine say antimuni wache falls within micro economy. Now maamini nyaya anka the whole Ghana baby abekobiano or join to ho onyaya anka ebia Accra every place be abekobia nipa workers no or very beautiful joint to ho but only the capacity to expand. Antimuni nisika obeko all the 16 regions to make antimuni wache a chain wache. So what she's going to do is say obetna se ma ban bi bana ban ka kire say mema wo tax incentive tax obi atua no mebete so ama wo na mete so ma wa de be ne say o light bills mete so de also we ya say ubebie more factories more antimony joints make sure say wafa nipa ofa nipa ya be hwe nipa dodo a wo form no na ye de check tax also utua say o se etew so ye betew so na say o light bill ye betwa so ye bete so. That is the target of John Mahama. So you need to look at employment from the scratch, how you build it from the bottom up. John Mahama can say institutions that are big, industries that are big, they fall in the macro, and yet the big economy, no, they can also sign on. One can say or share abanye jume biya. John Mahama did not say abanye jume nyina emeshem or see you can sign on. So independently, the Ministry of Agriculture can say we want to sign on to the 24-hour economy because our district here, no, this is what we are doing. This company. So John Mahama is looking at the macro and the micro. He is looking at trying to build the entrepreneurship. What form now? The people want to be given opportunities because in Ghana, no, buying to me for a so if you push all the burden on government, you have a high unemployment rate. Now you're more senior high school kids who are going to pass out. You're more university graduates who are going to pass out. You're more nurses who are going to pass out. There are more teachers who are going to pass out. The government cannot absorb all of them. There are people who have private clinics, private hospitals. They wish they could open inside. Now there's no money. When they try to open, they need money. The taxes are high. So the government start to say, easy, and I say, masanko for will be a little space through tax incentives and letting them pay lower electricity. So be a clinic or dance man only per 100 no or be another one kwabenya after per 100. That person has done what? He has employed. He has hit the unemployment rate we and if we are able to spread this across the nation, then in Ghana we can say we are running a 24-hour economy. Until you could see say Obeko Hospital at the end of the day Bawumia make stadium now Bawumia is very dumb. You see, the reason you say, he's not an economist or is somebody who can play with figures, who can cover up people's crimes. He is somebody who does not think through matters. When he sees crowd, they take him and he goes with the wind. He is not able to basically communicate, send his message. So right now, no, Bawumia the message is saying. What is your message? Bawumia ka say now what the saying what is yours? They all can what may defend you no. You have not been able to do it. But let's do something. 12 minutes. Let us look. Share a video. Na yemfa any assessment be. The John Dramani Mahama can about 24-hour economy. Its benefit. Let's watch this.
Can Britain's first night czar keep London's economy open all hours? And the sale of precious artifacts, a black market trade with huge implications. I'm Dana Lewis, and this is Insight. Welcome to Insight. London is open for 24-hour business. The city's night economy is worth, get this, $45 billion annually. And to manage this growing and expanding sector, step forward Britain's first night czar, or night mayor. Now, Paris, Zurich, Toulouse, and 10 Dutch cities already have one. Stockholm and New York are also considering it, all part of an effort to clean up the unsavory aspects of nightlife and cash in on a booming business. Insight's Sarah Firth explains.
Istanbul, New York, London. When the sun goes down, these cities come to life.
Well, there's huge benefits to being seen internationally as a 24-hour city. Now, London's cranking the competition up a notch by hiring a night czar. What is that? Well, it's essentially a mayor of the city, but for the night time. So to find out why that's necessary and what it all involves, we're going to take you on a tour of the city after dark.
These are just some of the iconic views of London, but some landmark venues have been shutting their doors. Organisations like the Nighttime Industries Association are fighting back and have made it their mission to keep the capital's nightlife vibrant.
Across London, you can find different places that maybe 5 or 10 years ago or 20 years ago were kind of dead. And now, when you look at those areas, because they now have a good nighttime industry there, people want to live there, people want to work there, and they've made those places great places to live. So we believe that the nighttime economy has a transformational effect on the cities and towns, and that's why we're so passionate about it.
According to the job description, the night czar will shape London's future as a 24-hour city and champion the value of London's nighttime culture. But it's not the first city to have come up with the idea, and Amsterdam's Mayor of the Night has been in town to impart some advice.
We always say it's really difficult to penetrate the city's nightlife from your office in City Hall or from your council office. And it's really important that the level of knowledge is really gonna rise up. And I think a night czar could help create a positive image on nightlife and raise this level of understanding.
And what's the economic benefits of having a vibrant nightlife for a city?
When there's a vibrant nightlife, there will be a lot of young creative kids that want to live there. I think Berlin is like a true example of how this happens, and it is also happening in Amsterdam at the moment as well. And when there's a lot of young creative kids in the city, also the creative industry want to have their headquarters there. And so this is really important, but also nightlife has a lot of influence on other economies as well. So tourism, fashion industry, of course advertising and a lot more of these industries, because everybody knows nobody moved to London for the weather.
Research conducted by the London First organisation suggests London's 24-hour economy could be worth nearly £30 billion annually by 2030. It's currently worth up to £26.3 billion annually. That's around 8% of London's GDP. It directly supports 1 in 8 jobs. That's some 723,000 workers, predicted to rise to 790,000 in less than 15 years. So what do? Well, 22% work in theatres and cultural activities, but by far the highest is 37% in transport and logistics.
We needed to recruit more people to deliver night tube, so train operators, to train those train operators to run the night tube, new station staff. So as a result of it, we've employed about another 500 people.
The recent night tube launch was a central part of these plans to get London's night economy back on track. Well, from the 24-hour tube lines to hotels to attractions like this, a night bus that's showing people the iconic sights of the city. All of this makes up the nighttime economy that cities like London are now looking to nurture. London's just the latest city to jump on the Night Czar wagon. Paris, Toulouse, Zurich already have one. And with Sydney and Stockholm planning to follow suit, the Mayor of the Night is turning into a global phenomenon. Sarah Firth reporting for Insight.
To discuss that further, I'm joined by Carolyn Artis from Ernst & Young, which is one of the largest professional services firms in the world. And I'm giving you a big title because actually you advise a lot of these companies that are involved in nighttime business, correct?
That's correct, yeah. There's so many sectors that can see growth and possibility in the nighttime economy, the 24-hour economy, and they're all looking for some suggestions and indications as to how they take this forward and grow their business.
I'm struck by the numbers, really. I mean, we push these numbers out sometimes without thinking about them very much, but 1 in 8 jobs, just London now, we're talking about 723,000 workers.
Yep.
That is a big machine.
Absolutely, and it's only going to get bigger. Our research indicates that you're getting towards 800,000 in the next few years, and if the 24-hour economy really takes off, and you look at the indirect jobs that will be created as well, you can get to 1.2 million.
And very big growth in terms of trade figures, in terms of some of the estimates. It can go up another $3–4 billion over the next few years. But let's talk about what is a nighttime economy. A lot of people hear it and they think, okay, it's just jobs and music clubs and other clubs.
What we've tried to do is to kind of refocus the debate away from just the perception that nighttime economy is nuisance, it's noise, it's antisocial behaviour, it's people turning out of clubs and bars and restaurants at 3 o'clock in the morning and causing trouble. The nighttime economy, the 24-hour economy, is so much broader than that.
Like what, for example?
The biggest single employer in this space is transport and logistics. You know, if you're someone who gets your groceries delivered to your house at 11 o'clock at night, you are supporting the nighttime economy. Those drivers from all of those different supermarket chains have their rounds to do, then they have to go back to the depot, leave the vehicle. How do these people get home? The 24-hour tube is just one of the aspects that will make that a smoother process and enable more use to be made of assets, infrastructure, of private companies and public companies.
This is right across Europe, it's through Asia, and it's through North America now, and growing. And I've heard that some of the role of that nighttime mayor isn't just somebody who works late at night, but in fact, he processes complaints differently. When you do have some social friction between people in a residential area and people in a commercial area. Is that right?
As part of our work, we brought together a table of maybe 25, 30 different businesses who all had a point of view on the 24-hour economy. And that included modern disruptors like Airbnb and Uber, and it included some of the very long-standing residential landlords, Shaftesbury Estates and Soho Estates. And we tried to talk about some of those issues around noise and disrupted sleep in a more positive way.
How do you do that? I mean, talk about it in a more positive way. It sounds almost like a slogan, because I live in central London.
Yep.
People spill out into my residential area on the weekends from clubs and elsewhere, and it's noisy, and I'm trying to put kids to sleep. So how do you minimize the friction? And is it a question of geographic minimizing, where you say, okay, nighttime activities move to this neighborhood and daytime residential are in that neighborhood? You can't do that, can you?
You can't do that. And I think, one of the challenges is fast disruption. So you'll find, hopefully, that with the night tube going and more lines coming on stream, those crowds are sort of disappearing more quickly. They're not standing around arguing about a taxi or a night bus. They know that they can get 3/4 of their journey home done in an instant with a travel card that they already own. And if you extend the nighttime economy, it's not just about drinking. maybe it's extra runnings of a theatre, of a show, of an exhibition. You know, you wouldn't expect that crowd necessarily to be pouring out quite so loudly.
Is there a cost to the daytime economy? I mean, I remember the old debate about Sunday openings and closings and whether you should move business to Sundays and make it more convenient for people to shop. But at the same time, people said, okay, you get them shopping on Sunday, but then they just bought the same thing they might have bought on Thursday or Friday. Is it the same with moving business to the nighttime? Do you just take away from the daytime economy?
I think the reality is that London's getting bigger. The population is growing. And if you try to squeeze the same, the increased number of people into the same outlets, whether it's restaurants, pubs, whether it's theatre and galleries, you have got a situation where we just can't cope. So actually, the extended hours making the nighttime part of the economy open to people who can't or won't go to things during the day shouldn't cannibalize the existing business. It should create a whole additional slug of revenue and business. What's
the biggest negative for you, do you think, when you take a look at this and you talk to various business and clients that want...
That is a 24-hour economy. That is what we're talking about. And this is what Bawumia does not understand. An economy that is basically about the people encouraging each other to work 24 hours. We cannot go and bring some people from somewhere to come and start working 24 hours. And how are we going to get the people, the entrepreneurs, the small businesses, the big businesses to work 24 hours? The government will have to entice them. That is what Bawumia does not understand. And not on tiasie. The government needs to entice the people because the government cannot employ everybody. So the government will have to find ways to entice the young entrepreneur, the medium entrepreneur, the big entrepreneur, the standard entrepreneur to work 24 hours, to run a longer shift. Imagine Ghana's economy right now. If all these companies, small, medium companies, are running even 4 hours more than they are running. Companies are now pound 10 p.m. So another 4 hours per air. Do you know where the economy is going to go? Do you know the number of people who are going to be employed? And this is something you need to think about. It is not about Ghana Telecom. It is not about hospital. It is about the people. The government at this point needs to entice the people to help it. John Mahama's administration wants the people to help it. It wants to meet the economy halfway. The people are the economy. When the people are enticed to have some interest in working for longer hours and contributing to the development of the nation, the people get opportunities. And that is the scientific proof there. Mahama Bawumia is lame. He's dumb. On tiasie. In the first place, Grandpa, I will say a shemrano, a chance on ti adianase. So Ghana for this is something we cannot run away from. We need to embrace the 24-hour economy. Sabio, so be a juma krana upon anyumre 9. Say obi wa chop bar, na so upon anyumre 9. Na so ka say okay, because I buy emma incentives me pon a anopa 1 a.m. kra. That person has contributed something to the economy. Obetime employ nipa mienu and mama be running from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. That is, you are gradually expanding the economy. You are employing. That is what we call 24-hour economy. Every single entrepreneur, the sector will at least expand its hours. John Mahama is saying that our time of working is too short. Let us add a little bit to it. When we are able to add a little bit more hours to it, we'll be able to employ more. The government is going to help you by giving you incentives, cushion, giving you lesser light bills so that you can be able to save money and employ. So basically, we need to expand our working hours to make sure we expand the economy. Finished. And this is the simplest way I can explain to you. Don't listen to Bawumia. He's ignorant. The title he has is just a fake title. He's not an economist. He's a comedian. After this short break, I'll pick phone calls.
I expect the majority, who have a limping majority leader, limping because when you look at his back, you are less than those in front of you. You have a lame duck president. A lame duck because you have elected a flag bearer. And loyalty and commitments are shifting. So your president is now lame duck president. You need this side of the house to support you to finish your 8 years. And so if you don't behave well, we have a difficulty in proceeding as a nation. Please, I expect you to cooperate.
We are still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. We have a lame duck president. Hello, caller. I said, I didn't want anything. Hello, caller.
Okay.
Yes, I'm Patrick Asamitio.
Yo, me Patrick, me that's the idea about Bawumia. On say, yes, so ignorant and say. What who say or mention hospital? In the Juma hospital. Hospital now or mention no. Hospital when work 24 hours. Emergency for any oma yaji omo na yaji omato TSN eba no mbehwe na omo anajo. And emergency for so ho emergency ebeba na omahwe omo. Just like police for almost emergency and omo hwe kurom said the money and koso kurom emergency. Bibi to say your friend saying lab for omopon. Oko bibi to say pharmacy for omopon. Some other sectors no omopon. And here basi e work 24 hours omo omopon no you bet me employ nipa fufuro because of economy ni way job for year adwuma we no year adwuma nti hospital for so year adwuma anadwo said the microphone be yare about those ebema nyina so aba anadwo. And in any case Ghana hospitals no omuntumi hwe nipa no da bia we be peso enti se work 24 hours ebema yetimi ahwe nipa ni nyina ama bibia akoso.
But that's the part. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. Hello, caller. Hello. All right. My caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I said Kevin pandemic cafe. Yeah, I said pandemic cafe 24/7 by one on traffic. We can tap into IT contract in Australia because night time is a daytime in Australia. Yeah, we can tap into it in 24 hours. I don't know. Anyway. All
right, thank you. Bawumia is not okay. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening, boss. Go ahead.
Bawumia, a comedian, pa. And to win a baby digging.
I was someone to Ababano.
Ebia Ghana had more in Penbu, so I enter myself. Be a woman number 2 Mandia. Now, as I'm your now, Pessimist to me, and chasing Shabia.
If I don't,
may stream me by Metia Santa Regina. Me a Cramoni. Me baku school now, me baba, or school or international school.
Oh, dear, you follow Facebook. Who follow Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook.
I send you send a message or inbox. They will deal with you on my own issue. Then if we have to take it up, we will take it up. Why? But I say thank you very much. Hello, caller. Kasamitio. Hello, caller. All right, we lost this caller. Okay, hello, caller. Hello,
Kevin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, when
I say, go ahead.
Dr. Bawumia, anyone that can say 1 Ghana card, better say 1,000 interchanges.
Now, Ojira no okay, hospitals running 24 hours. We see hospital go Ghana. Ono Bawumia was
Ana nipa ono say digitalization say dey no digitalization e poso na si ana say edem ya adwuma ho one set up digitalization center onya me yan humeni abre
Bawumia concert ni abro. Hello, caller. Bawumia ya bro jayo concert ni abro. Hello, caller. Hello.
Yeah, Kevin.
Kasamitio.
Enti eba nsana teacher who teacher ni obekọ retirement no say what dying is because teacher for obekọ retirement is kind of amount no na esua. Sadi we teacher for entiasie. Sa good policy we teacher for entiasie.
Me ba cho start kan wa asem ni biem. Ye sure say we start kasa na online in on inti kasa. Start wa asem ni na biem.
Very good. Na me say edi kan 2020 Mahama Emma policy be say. A teacher for mo chiade. Your retirement benefit in Isha. In Senka Baya and or the sa ye end of service benefit no or the basic dying I'm a teacher for say who be you know who service and say what die I ready.
Yeah.
Yen you know idea politics also a good policy for teachers. Recently the insurance be buy a school ebe cheche be say ebe call retirement one can put and do 1 million Ghana cedis. Now so policy Mohammed by ye bu nego so me say Ghana for
wasaka another one or say Sadia Ukenya no the new inclusion you say no they will build the house a dano where you want it to be built. Into there's a standard house easy. Into ebi ochade on kind. Now free be kroma ya odwa. Now say usika it should be geared towards a retirement house. Ya ko si no kroma ya odwa ma. Now something. We'll retire now. And this is part of it.
Or you'll be yes, or you'll be or drink or kind on drink, then or drink or kind. Some people for you almost as me and Sour Ghana. You be too.
But that's the part. Thank you very much.
Dear Bawumia, you know, I say, or person claim good faith. Or say we are going to do politics on facts. Maybe Bawumia say on first sector by sector, adia or buy which me as compared to John Dramani Mahama.
All right, good question. Hello, caller. Hello. All right. I'm sure. Okay. I'm sure submit my call be waha. In the Eddie Braba, people are very interested in the 24-hour economy. Ghana for Bawumia bro. Just how do you know Bawumia? Yo, hello caller.
Hello Kevin.
Ja, Bawumia bro. Yenya bro. Bawumia onja do yenya bro.
Bawumia dey so a concept man. Kevin, only someone who say the one with the NTR MPP for Koto Obama Bawumia. My mommy dey go captain in Express in New York.
Okay.
Kevin, me say I say the someone with the NTR Koto Obama Bawumia.
Yeah, tell you.
Who to me try and see to say yenti o man to Obama Alan ni say Alan ntumi nyina simply so I attack former president Mahama da enuti Bawumia ko gina ho na oh yeah how were you able to solve the unemployment problem here under JDM na unemployment rate na that's 6% in the and Bawumia unemployment rate at 14% in for na in the enya jumanye. And first under JDM, now bank rate at 25%, and now and then Bawumia bank rate at 30%. What I say, exchange rate anybody could be a cost 17 cities, and then I better maybe 13 cities, 12 cities. It is Bawumia. What is he trying to compare? Officer did dinner. Who's the Bawumia on your normal? With all due respect, or or some abnormal person be. If you on your mind, go and stand on stage and attack John Mahama. That dead goat and incompetence. And you're not Ghana for appetites here. How to put food on their table. Ghanaians are sovereign. You have not told them how you are going to eliminate them from this mess you have created. Now, could you stage is incompetent, a dead goat. Do you know a dead goat? A dead goat, no.
Dog, you know, because at the end of the day, yes, so see, officially, yes, so. John Mahama be the president Loud Silence Media with all due respect ebe running the 24 hours. Me sorry I don't be a betenasi. I ain't say any be employee. I no Loud Silence Media with all due respect no. Yes, we 24 hours. Now say me sorry na 10 minutes do be so atenasi. Akonya ba akuduma na etua so. Me sorry onipa sorry na ba ko enti de bia be so TV no na is a jinim. I 24. Just 24 dey nyina o. Ye nyina 24. Hey, hello caller 24 no. And the obua. Caller kasa de enti na me sorry I know be a show 24-hour show no. Good evening, go boss, go ahead.
I am say Bawumia on Thursday. Share me kwata na South Africa. Na mete Roosevelt, the friend be Roosevelt. Ohona na mete Eko Joburg. The free Oko Joburg no. The free Oko Joburg no ko do Joburg ani pe egu ho anato a omu
Oh. It knocked you out? Oh, I'm so sorry, boss. Try Nessa Free. Hello, caller.
Hello, good evening, Kevin.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead.
I'm Tajomega Free, New York. Food poison now, or come watch him. Inti, our phone, almost me sorry, and
I'm on you know, Mano. I'm on you know, Mano. I'm on you know, Mano. Our phone, dear, I'm just serious.
She said, "Ya sister Bakuba, a chashi. Yeah, we are called the hospital. We are called the hospital. I need to make up.
I'm on banning in Abu. Some I catch on media. The Mejuma, my baby, Juma, Mediachamo. You didn't quite see the anyway, Mamma. Mumbani Bewu. Somewhat Jimmy. You cannot crash my mum pet. Yame Bay now, but who the Yame Bay no, nobody would the boss. Would I say, you're just serious people. What if you are Yame Bay or Yame Bo Bahobine? Yet, yeah. A bedroom baby no mama and they say omuntu to me yet ya kofo na mama no kwase aduane ye catch them monko na mo kan kire mo say adentina ye mama na kwase aduane motete dem ye an ye de nyame beye fa ugimi tina o kasa nyame beye ye ti krom ha oh get out ye say obawu ameba na ewu yes so mo su bie mo fa mo gimi tina o kasa an Kevin de on peku fo ado asem me say oba na be fe ne se na o fe ne se wi obeka kire mo say an ena ye de ye mu ade na emu ade me bewu. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello. Good morning, my.
Good morning, Tia. I see you, Mitio, Kasa.
I'm calling from Lagos, Nigeria.
Omo, go ahead.
How you doing?
Everything good.
In Chechum, some Ghana was what I say.
Pepe.
That I say. Because Bawumia no 24/7 on task. In Chema, 24/7 on task. Or just can kwasi kan. The bian kwasi kan. Or the one kwasi kan no kan. Where you mama wan kasa no.
But as we can continue Lagos. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. All right, we lost this caller. Hello, caller.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Go ahead.
Yeah. My name is Ngola Gede for Dollar Power Accra. So I want to tell you for the good news that you are doing. You are the person who have to save us. You have to save us.
Okay, I hear you. Thank you very much.
I thank you very much.
I also thank you too. Thank you. Hello, caller.
I say one day, the monkey go market, no go come back.
One day, monkey will go market, no come back. What did you feel, my mama? Your mom will see you anyway. Your mom,
serious comedian.
Bawumia.
Be serious comedy too much, man. It's too comedy. Why? Tell we tire with this kind of comedy. We tire. So me, I don't want to talk much. Make him straight in head, man. Will they come force? Will they come like I swear?
Thank you very much, Monkey. Monkey go market, monkey never go return. We are still discussing 24-hour economy. On TSCA and the Opekaya Mutium. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, I can submit you.
I'm Pacho Entertaining. You're from Park or Australia. Australia. And you're Bawumia, yeah, okay. The track record, Mahama track record, Ojan or answer will be there. Then they have this struggle even to meet that. Almost Mahama West performance. No, they are struggling even to meet that performance. No, almost saying you know, cities exchange rate, GDP, they are struggling. The thing is, you know, we say campaign be more. You can say. Akwai house na 9 left or time man ya or Asante Reti o say Mahama Bawumia be dia dia obia youth obia benya electric car free unto fuel won sanse wuru na o ma sanse wuru na ade mu o mo say o di okada be stop cars abi enwu dey say o mo say o start the for abetu o went here no.
Omabodam Mintiomo. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Go ahead.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, boss. Go ahead.
Good evening. I just want to speak my rights.
What are you going to talk about?
I'm going to talk about this in 24 hours.
Go ahead.
And what Bawumia is asking that how many hospitals did your mama has built? So when we mind that some of us I just said, Bawumia won't boil your mama as if to Tronga Wama. Emo Bawumia as if to Wama in a dinner now Kufado. But what is 24 hours economy? One basic dog and Ambanaga. Are you vote tomorrow? Walla security to it. The police wanna soldier banga de tomorrow Kabala Nakazo. No way the numbers you vote tomorrow. Numbers and Galinenji de Kiako. Tobalabanjo Tunda Lega Kuwe. The above Besna de la Karabawaka Botoroja. At the Kemuslim Kifene. A Mabaga number. Bow Idisu Kale Eto Kelly Job Mama. No job, mama, no vote.
Thank you very much. Salam alaikum. Alaikum salam. I didn't get accounts. I want to fall into Ankansas. I would tell you for some corner. All right. Then echo. Another caller. Hello, caller. You Kevin Taylor. You jam kwa emfa. Hello. All right. My name is Sebetwa Fobua. Hello, caller.
Hello. Good evening. Good morning.
Go ahead.
With the Medi 2 and Mr. Our passes our program we need 24 hours video no we Ochina Ombe de Naka by 7 Naka repeat Amaya.
More TV so no Ochina more here Los Alex TV Ochina be repeat show we am solid Emma Munina Mashe. Why?
Thank you very much. Bawumia de Waton Rim.
I'm say Bawumia to Rim on the Abrakoko and pre title no. Hello caller.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yes sir, go ahead.
Good morning. I say ni dunkwa. In fact, I am the pa say why we will apologize on behalf of Ghanaians. Even say Mahama name this. Na debia also no. Mestro say nka oba debia no nka o de yewe yema esa say apologize my. Because in fact indeed, when they say you knew your papa, and say names sa Messiah no, son on one and their way in China. Yeah, to your bomb, Quasiafu, Mama, is a morbid here. And my sister, you would the any cry on my wheel. In fact, that's it.
Thank you very much, boss. Okay, but thank you. Hello, caller. Hello. Caller, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, Bajwakasa.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I am good.
I like watching your program, so I called to tell you if it is possible, you should broadcast it 3 times a day because some people will be sleeping in other country. I'm calling outside Ghana. And secondly, Bawumia will be saying that when they took power in 2016 something, the power was 3 decades. No, it is the work of John Mahama and that they recall the results, right? When they came to power and start doing their work, it reflected and inflation rose to 50 something percent. What I'm trying to say is when you plant a seed, it takes a time for it to germinate and they came and recalled the work of John Mahama. And when they came and start doing their work, the results was it went to 50 something inflation. So that is what the Bawumia did. Bawumia never did anything. That single dig themselves is the result of John Mahama, the work of John Mahama.
Thank you. All right. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Hello. Good. Yeah. Pacho Wadaroma. Bawumia, he is suffering from indecision.
Indecision. He cannot make decision.
Yes. He's suffering from indecision.
Okay.
He doesn't really know what he's dragging now.
That's true.
And besides that, the emphasis power chopper and say,
okay.
Maybe anima the Obano Obekasa, Monfa, your friend is saying, Papa we, Papa we, your friend saying, Ken, Monfa Ken, voice no, emphasis no, not Ken, and country and say, economy no. Wa messy up. Kennedy nan kanche no. Women kasan chere ni bi me power show.
But I say, all right, okay. Hello, caller.
KT, good evening.
Good evening, boss. Go ahead.
We should make cap economy 4 hours economy. Meeting London.
Okay.
The amount a Dana Meti said, Mahama cancer and cancer. Mahama will be. So we share a problem here for the past few years. Or maybe because we face it and find electricity issue or the Toronto and one person will say economy the boys need here job.
Yeah.
And I think the only way we are helping the economy to improve. I think that has been the generation of revenue. If you that 24 hours it will a game changer. Over London, most people about a baby night, you call night name. Best about 10% of the baby. Yes, one of book master the way we in the year near for night. And no is stuff like this here. So if someone can get the idea, would be a spending the 24 hours. In that case, people bet to me, I am at my more income. Man, it did say, there's so many times inside the Bawumia with
but that's it. Thank you very much. All right, all the way from the UK. Hello, caller. Yes, sir.
Original, not the original.
I original. Fancy you go fancy original. Yo, fancy for broke mouth for fancy for pigeon. Fancy for big mixed race for. I fancy original.
I'm good of friend of Nigeria Nigeria for even where I work a fancy pan
Nigeria work a fancy Nigeria. It's easy. I know they call original come. Nigeria don't come fancy.
I teacher for one license here na offended my
the licensure exams
a kind of man or can also participation the teachers will have to participate when you say teacher for be too quiet bad Italy Germany in America and that's what you pay or Ghana and see, so one participator, that means you are not a teacher, they will start paying you.
That's it.
When I had masters, and 1 year, sir, a
8 months, no child, another be a market, so or a teacher. Yeah, it's true.
Or a teacher, and see, me, and a teacher, no about how obey any masters, no the baggy, obey any PD. Or hanging on, no discount, you know, we sit down or maybe Saturday. Wow. Obey master period and sana. I am says at a miss my brother now almost start where you ghost and I'm so affecting on fee. Why ain't that was the one thing what the best match there. Renew your license every year. Say to corner. You cannot renew your license. Or whatever one got
you have to come.
Be a process check it.
Yeah.
Now second to Bawumia say Mahama on 2 I be about no ban. Ghana card will issue 70 million. Na Ghana population or na Ghana card. Oh, I go no. And then what can I do? Sometimes say I'm for the million people. Big also can tell the noise out about. I can't say there. Akufo-Addo is a daft president. Only I know what he and we are seeing the effects. And as it's I catch him, Bawumia and correct. But what can go so all the idea in this America. But also where you shoot 70 million. Then I have a person here. You won't miss an amount.
Microphone, I'm sure. Thank you very much. Bawumia and Kasana, we need to tell you. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening.
Kevin,
ready for.
Kevin, Bawumia. Bawumia ni dile cha waboda mu.
Bawumia.
Bawumia ni waboda Kevin.
Oh, I don't know Kasa. Or vice president.
Kevin Bawumia. Oh, Kevin. Ni cha ka Bawumia ga ti bo mu. Ona wa ya kwa bo Kevin.
To adana abna kokko.
To kana sembia. Kevin chama uti. Oh, omuminu say the partner Bawumia.
No you kakra. All right, but I say okay. Hello caller. Hello caller. I'm sure there were okay. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Go ahead.
Kevin, me master man besa me kan enye me topic no. Na besa me kan is say uber line na say who ye the document be so that so my document nenye larger than yourself. At time the kwa wo de ato ho a ye pese ye hwe no. Minimi say ope wo krasing obi a organa. Nti ya wo ho ketewa na yensu yenhwe idea na wo de ato so no. Nti master mo ano no.
But I say,
bye bye, that's it.
Okay, next time you better na kese pa na obia ehu. But after the show no, you can go on our page on Facebook no. Ye ni nyina to ho on our website no, so you publish bibia. Nti we will not hide anything. Nti what can I tell? We really appreciate your suggestion, Mr. P. As I think you guys heard. Nti see now I think the document be na kese a cheme. Na nyina aka ya bom. Hello caller.
Hello.
Yes, I'm Patrick Kasamitio.
Hello.
Yeah.
Kevin, good evening.
Yes, sir.
The patrol. Did you say? Bawumia, someone go focus about Bawumia because the will dream on. Hello. They say Bawumia.
Did they which? I'm sorry. I can pick you, Mr. O. Check it. Bibi I want not afraid. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Connecting country.
Connecting country for I connect you there uncle. I connect you uncle.
Metena Johannesburg. Johannesburg na mete Captain Park. Na udu Joburg ankasa anadwo na nkrofo bi didwa. Ebinum adwuma nyina ya anadwo.
Yeah.
Ewia kura wo nhyede hu nipa okrum. Agisa anadwo. Nti Bawumia no ase onte ase. Na nse wo so onam asa wabo.
Bawumia.
Na fu aye kutu ase de. Onam ase de.
Be we di eto na we di.
Wo di ha no. Se de boys na ka se ne ti abofo mo no nkwala brem me di se be no kra ne ti abofo mo da. Because in some walk 2016 some walk ya what yes ya the sere Mahama na obudi benya
enwa oni asamo fro bi ha
no person oye no obeji slap or platform so pe
obeji slap
obutu ya ba obaba be do baby ye twa no obaba be do ye ho
obedi
slap
Bawumia de omnim say by June 2024 obeji slap Bawumia de by June 23 2024 obi bedi mama no obi bedi woswa ogina oye Mahama is going to woswa Bawumia bedi slap pe di oye no bedi slap pe. Hello caller. Bibio. Oh, buddy, go ahead. Bawumia obedi slap.
I keep telling you, say Bawumia, somebody who says that the lives of the people of East Legon matters as the same as the people of Agbogloshi. But when it comes to Agbogloshi, you are going to build toilet for them. You think this person is normal? It's about time we start doing mental health check in Ghana, because some of these things there, I think the toilet has entered into his brain. He's not thinking straight.
Thank you, Manny. All right. Hello, caller. Hello.
So, Kevin, good evening.
Good evening, boss.
BM New Columbus.
Hey, Columbus, Columbus, me man be Kwame Poyo. Columbus Poyo. Columbus, me who's all friend me. Boss, go ahead.
Kwame Poyo, Ben, and we go meaning Poyo, young guy, I mean Poyo.
Me man, no. Onon kwani friend Poyo, Columbus, Ohio. On your friend Kwame Poyo. I see you back. I onon kwa.
Na na gata ho asem ho I tell me share that show na me boss nti also no me no be din komo
Mate
your friend is here Ghana for ya o hwe krono nipa na egum na yenye nipa o
Tese enyeme ekoso no bia no adwen da ni petime de dwen no bi yi tim. Nti eya adwuma no eden. Banka ye ka the best initiative ever. I happen to Ghana in this 24-hour economy. No. Because you see, as our program, which me baswa, and sorry, the baby go. Because only be quack over time, on ye prayer camp.
As a man, I can know, and sorry, baby, unnecessary all night in Abegu. Sans some who Abegu. Yeah, quite Juma was
everybody active. Nipa be busy. No, no time day morning or kobo over time, time and half. Or the quack your friend all night.
I sorry for the that did Bahama.
And no problem, no. I deal with one of the best, especially one country for Ghana for no. That friends, no. These are the best initiatives that we need to support. I want to me coming together. They're supporting him. I've been saying. Because how you way bar, a bema krona ye busy. Just say, Obia ni but not. If you can't win pamwa, oh, party I will through.
Yeah.
Oh, a bema just say, and you be easy.
It's that issue I am complaining about. Because people don't have a jumantina majority go sorry them. Because oba abruchira, you na be kwa sorry. But omunim time also mo kwa sorry. O kwa sorry den tem quick no free ho na wakwa kwa ejuma. Na ye kromo no nipa bebre go sorry them bompa because omuni ejuma. Enti this 24-hour economy no basically it is really going to also help us some aspect of our lifestyle in Ghana no because there are some people are sorry more lazy. There are some people they are generally becoming lazy because bibiara na kwasha sorry. Oh when you kwa sorry you if you are 9 o'clock ebe pon 3 enyumre 7 to ebe sako. Now we adwuma 6:32 enyumre 12 oh kwa continue sorry them 7 o'clock to 9 p.m. Obe kwa sorry beka che sofo ne say software we dey asraw mommy anya sorry nyina by 3 o'clock we all see upon we say media after 3 o'clock we and mean to me mba. Right now, I saw the best start ask schedule almost calendar no. What they are going to do is say, man, almost double service no you know, anopa 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock, from 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Remember to from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. all pong. Into by 10 a.m. no, na Ghana sorry in our pong. If it's a one in Tema will be a jawakwa sorry. And so it's going to make us spend less time doing unnecessary things. And at the end of the day, people will be getting to work because the reason why I saw for it to be keeping Ghana for sorry them 5-6 hours and then I say, only BBI, only you may be a okoye. Into a 2 hours of dada na 5 hours. No muni, no pushing, no bonus. But I also food him say, why yan in Tema and Joe share about 10 o'clock, I'm on 4 o'clock. Into West Church, sorry, 8 o'clock now, sorry, Jim. 9 o'clock, upon first mass. 10 o'clock, near upon second one. Into by 11 will be a clock. Into a sorry crampono. We will limit the number of times a year wasting what in conformity them say sorry them this is another conversation that we need to have very very soon. I really appreciate
and Kevin, last one here no last one the better make am fa ho no clock in clock out we no sa initiative omo dey buy say tradition na Ghanaians yeah more discipline, more punctual, more respectful when it comes to time because in human companies your friends say private companies are and what say it clock in clock out your friends a program no ever and he said oh yeah for your friends 8 hours after 8 hours now about 2 hours extra 2 hours beer your overtime I will buy do sika was hard enough to buy a more punctual, more disciplined and more respectful to time and this high initiative you say no these are nyama say it mean dialogue tone yet mean debate how best we can implement all these initiatives na emwa and the abrochi for na ye ka monti ase no ye po Ghana ho na ye free moment fa ye hundim ya no politics ni na ya no ye the more we talk the more we push these people the more they come out with the best ideas ebeboa ye citizens no so we all need to come together and for these people to deliver the best that promise now omo promise you all the time no enti do mama de papa no nyeme woni mu no mum push no na ye share ideas enyema be beba ebeboa yen.
Very, very good one. In fact, this particular statement he made, made him come back upon. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hello, Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Papolin. You know why I'll vote for John Mahama.
Mm-hmm.
I'll vote for John Mahama because when they did the air cut, that air cut, I lost my investment.
Okay.
I lost my money. And I have to go back to my investors where I did my investment. I don't want to mention the name of the insurance company, the pension company. And when I went, they told me so many stories and they couldn't give me my money. So me, sitting here, every day I've been telling people and my family members to vote for John Mahama. Every day until this government leave power, then I'll forget about my money. But so long as they're in power.
Already, I share the point or no?
In fact,
you've lost money, eh?
When when I went, they
you've lost money,
the money for me, and the bank told me that yes, they told me that they would credit my account in 7 days. So after the 7 days, I went there. I went to the bank. The money is not there. So I called them. They said I should check the next day. When I check, on my you boom 15,000 rupees. 15,000 is not small money in Ghana.
No, 150 million. It's gone.
Million. Yes. They took it. And I have to go there again. When I got there, I met people who have lost their money, 1,800,000, 80,000, 70,000. And I became so quiet. I was like, what is this? So, yes, until I get these people leave power, I'll never stop doing campaign. I'll never stop campaigning against them. Look, they have to vote them out. I'm begging every Ghanaian to help me to vote them out. Then I'll know that my money is gone. But until they leave, look, if I'm telling you, look, I'm Spark, if the president can walk free on the road without no security.
Sorry. Hello, caller. Yeah, people boy in the system. Bawumia, they will be this slap.
Yeah, hello.
By June. Hello, caller. Kasa. Bawumia, there. Slap.
Yeah, hello.
Bear me to Kasa. Good evening.
Me Kasa free Swami. Only one from Swami.
Swami. Yeah, Swami 4.
Yeah. Friend. Yeah, you walk through the Dodo, the entire you'll be up say NGC and Mahama. And a dear back one, there's a 24-hour economy. Me walk a decade to be a Chimadin.
Okay, Busa, change a bit too much, you know. Yeah, a good part.
Very good. I will say, the bullshit Ghana, Yabako Samoa. And no matter Biano, Nanka, a year a boy and rofono. Ye, and you know, say, ye cut ya, na a cochia. Young fine free a ramen chroma, a BCC factory senior, who said, Nina Gui. We shall say, for any rollings in Mahama factory to omba yina adira mo omen yen hwe na no sa one district one factory ya kakra abaya situation so eye nyina so no ene so amoyen hwe ade ye koko ye go do ye wo ene ye minu atos no nyina no kaye ade papa so no ehia amoyen na edi ntinanka yentini hu ade property pantira saa no man nyina no eboa mafo na nemu ye de emoaye ansananka yakwa new policy se ya de ko na se saa 24 hours you be so na de hu adekwa pa ekoti bayira hu mamu ama bayira amwa de bia ye face problem no ye be bregu me say dey make no say what mafia dia
me to wase pa na wonim say 24-hour economy ye kan sa no sebio wo kan wase be nyina kire say ade bia abrofo na ye bia akoyi amamu bia no ye de nsaka na asai anya sa na wo kan
bibi wo honti na ta no man ye ya na enkoyi ndina adendina yentimi ntrase na
ni sai so ni fi ya chem we ni fi chem kra okay
ɔhene mastadi mmɔfo no wɔhunu wɔn mo independent ɛwɔ mineral sources right ɛna hwɛ sɛ wohwɛ ɛfɛn tax yi koraa no a wokɔ US wokɔ Europe wokɔ other countries a ase so koraa no wotua tax a na wɔn de pii koraa saa brɛw ɛboa ɛbrɛw na mehwɛ hunu sɛ wɔn mo wogye saa 24-hour economy ɛnya adeɛ a ɛyɛ mo main policy ɔmo policy hɔ na wɔyɛ just additional ɛbɛ wei no 24 hours ɛbɛ kyerɛ kwa okay na mehwɛ ɔmo policy no a wɔn mo depend more on administrative orderliness ahoro ɛma ɔmo de create something like finance sort of operation sika bia no wɔn mo di bia no de aba no di deɛ mímínú mmienu di ɛne deɛ wɔn a wɔn bi di no afi so a sika ne dodoɔ nyinaa saa ba aban hɔ ɛnu ne ɛna wɔn de ayɛ wɔn mo dependable source of income a ɛma wɔn mo constant availability of funds sika bi a aba no di sɛnka esi ɛyɛ road efiri Accra Akɔnkran Akosrem. At the end of the year,
it boils down to self-discipline. And one person can at the end of the year.
I find the discipline, you know, say one for administration orderliness, no, self-discipline, discipline.
Yeah.
Because my main cousin, and no, we show be a fa abamba bensi ye tonasasi, right? Wosa ye show bi wo friends enkrani wo hima bia wo tonton asase bebrebe se wo ko Ghana memo mo obitimi fahimfu yi wotimi ton asase ko mani ba 10 edi entra free sa administrative orderliness ni eni ho no eni die wo ko US wo ko UK wo ko omu was something like public notary obligation, right? Public notary obligation say I just padi you to be a no and was the friends notary na omo na omo de lands na omo register. And you know
the issue here is there are a whole lot of things that can't watch MCCR. But then, if we don't start from somewhere, we will not be able to correct our mistakes. Someone say from the beginning, they started free education, a compulsory or a constitution, but some people had to take initiative. And obi started here, and they be by and they be do a so, and I'll say a force. Even though there were some lapses that we were supposed to take care of before I'm trying to build a point. They are all can no. So I'm
hello.
Yeah, so I'm a formula in you see.
Okay, free education, you know. Education, you know, I was watching me. I established something like assessment. I would do now finance status and Sana to me at least that is
why before the government established me and Kwechi under Mahama no now the Pokwa said we should start it from Eden day students, because that is the way you can assess. You see, because you have to practically assess. So because while starting free day students, your majority of the kids would like to be in boarding school, but because of financial constraint, most people are day students. Now to me, I started building also. Say this is a policy. See, jaguma ebi hubechiromo ebi muso ehubetomo. In fact, so we need to understand. Say. Your point is made. It's clear. I understand. But Saoka say we need to understand our democracy is just 65 years or so. The United States democracy is about 500 years. The United Kingdom, democracy is older than us. They met all these things. But the issue is, as you move on, you persevere, you check the loopholes, you correct them. Right now in Ghana today, there are so many things that John Mahama and NDC4 said they want to review. Why do you want to review a year free SHS? Because the way it was started and the way it's been implemented now, there are a lot of mishaps. There are a lot of holes. We need to have that administrative correctness ever. So as time goes on, we move slowly, and then we have to be reviewing things, going back, correcting them. Now, we have gotten to that point whereby Ghana as a nation, there are a lot of things, Grandpa, we don't need. Anything in the tia be president I'll cut down the ministers. Then we have moved from that point where 123 ministers and we don't need, we will need 80. So imagine in the next 10, 15, 20 years, all these corrections we are making, all these reviews we are making, all these statements we are making, they are correcting the past mistakes we've done. And as we move on, we are also correcting. By the time we get to 200 years in our democracy, the way you say Abrofon, because remember, Abrofon, it just didn't happen. It wasn't just a boom and they started getting everything correct. They also had a season, a timer. They were where we are now. They also struggled to make sure, the system, administrative system now, and all the checks are put in place. And it takes time. It takes discipline. It takes consistency. It takes leadership that sticks to their word. It takes people who are committed to work. Sometimes, we need to also understand. We cannot drop everything and say, because as you may see, Ghana, we cannot get people who can think better than these people. We still need to forge forward. We still need to look at policies a bit to me, because there can be a policy I bet to be introducing in there. That policy will ripple and go back and take effect. Affect some policy mistakes. Somebody can introduce a policy, it will go back, the rippling effect, it can take us 20 years to Ghana. We didn't even know that this new policy we are implementing is going to solve the problem of something in the constitution 20 years back. So we need to be moving forward. We need to be, as we move on, we need to be correcting it. And anything that we have to be careful when politicians stand before us to make huge promises, because we have a load of work. I was here. There's so many things behind us. Infrastructure, come to agri sector, when it comes to the health sector, there are so many things we need to do. Into say digitization. What does it mean? But somebody has been here, he has built a facility that will hold every data in Ghana. So there's something that has been done. What do? We need to understand as we move, we have to know, a policy today can basically correct a policy yesterday that we don't even know is affecting our decisions today. And anything we need to be careful. Bawumia bejina wenim, one district, one factory, one constituency, one dam, one river, and you have to understand that these are not things that are feasible. They will not. It will be a solution, but a practical. Not as a 24-hour economy. We might not get it 100% right, but it is basically going to benefit us and expand the economy a little bit. Through that, we can correct our mistakes. Don't get it wrong, and don't get me wrong. When Mahama implements the 24-hour economy, there will be challenges. But the issue is, as far as we have started, we should be able to correct the challenges. And the more we correct the challenges, the more we become expert in it, and the more we build together. Until we cannot lose hope and say, because Kwame Nkrumah started where Ijagu warranty, and the question we should give up. John Mahama has been saying consistently, we should not give up. We should not all despair. We should have hope, because it will take only one step that will give us 1,000 steps. You sound like when you chime kakra. This is not the time for us to give up. Abrofuna, they didn't start today. Even today, there are people who are able to penetrate, create loopholes in the Abrofo system. So we need to accept, first division team, will say Real Madrid. We need to accept to say we are a third world country trying to build an economy we can trust, a nation we can trust. We should be able to get to a point where a young man will believe in a 24-hour economy. On himself, we engage him 5 o'clock, and that is what you build. You build it through this kind of policies and trust. In the next 5-7 years, a young man who is 18 years today, in the next 5 years, that young man will be 23 or whatever. That young man will know, the policy has brought in what we call clock in and clock out. into what baby bobo no it's also 5 o'clock obejai akwejuma. So it is basically or gradually instilling these kind of things through good policies, practical ones, and yet jargons and slogans, and yet one district, one factory. Those things, they are just fancy words. They don't do anything. So I really understand your point, but we need to also sometimes sit back and look at ourselves and say, we are not that big, we are not that developed. We need to work hard to get to that point. All right. Maybe I have a point here. This is hello, caller.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. So I'm phone can say ma so I'm phone so kan wadwene omuso nipa men kasa nche so I'm phone nipa yeah kasa
me can say me bisa o enti Bawumia a serious debate pa no obetimi ayebi.
We don't need debate in Ghana. We don't need debate in Ghana, boss. Mahama does not have to debate Bawumia. Boss, be pacho tie
ni. Somebody who is not serious. And Obi Beka about clock in, clock out. No?
Yeah.
But who say Sami Dem Fikra kan ho asem pa sa clock in, clock out no or kan ho asem. And I mean bra no Beka say abrofo no ya ye dia say o ka say no dia no achi dia and yes Ghana ground now.
Yeah.
At least kakra ya wi kakra and said they all can also so no near ma abrofo ye ni yes ya enye no say ye debate ye church ye won kakra irigate ye won kakra yes na say enunti ye nya hwe dia ene na say ye koto amenem no.
But I say thank you very much. I koto amenem no. Hello caller.
Hello Kevin.
Yes sir, go ahead.
One month akwana no it's very good, but me ma starting point come time no near what 24 hours more than that the bit is jute factory, shoe factory, pharmaceuticals, warehouses for factory for no akoso motors house tema
vacuum yeah it's true
vacuum no more run it 3 times.
Now me come be Sakura Anglo go Ashanti or Boasi go for no running double shift 24 hours.
Yes. Na the amount adi we nyina ba ye no e ko gina corruption so a Lawrence be ye revolution and the revolution ne ba ye no e na council ba ye and the council num e na sa council num e na ma sa ne ma we num nyina no e ko tigu ye na sa the ma revolution ne ba ye nyina ye corruption ya mani hunu nyina ne corruption no e bi ina say no Mahama no wa hu and you know opese o move 24 hours no abreast with corruption and you know what you oba obeti commission of inquiry now thank of when e better say open camera ni ahwe so bia obeye corrupt bia no ho na obeko even anu ya okọ graham ya bono ya wo ye na yi wataka say ni minister woni hwan ya wo ya bechu bia no on the obema mra no anybody and the corruption e di betu amfiri mu no and na betimi amasa 24 hours na ye adwuma na mum wo tinche na ye say ne you know explanation of the man is very good obi practicing revolution why you know the democracy more than 100 years now who is that what they are say unum how are we femu and this timi tackle say Mahama corruption is system. 24 hours na adwuma no grant a private sector wa ebeboa because me can say company no chikura say 24 hours no more 24 hours ambulance is ya wo ya ria ne de ko bi frɛ anadu yetimi ko fa ne de naba sa se mo ni na ya kom dada ne mom corruption na akuye ene minister ba ko to MPO ba ko ewo was it area ho baby no kura wo kan say wadi a politician for mo yaw say yam corruption na wura ye koto aba internal politics kura na hwetika ehwiegu ni say no ebede no manage ni gina na
Bawumia ko srim enra o seden ya oko okada for mo ho nyina motorbikes for nyina dem ko gyina petrol station hwɛ na to us wo de hwɛ ade o TV no so enti Bawumia ko sire mu no omo sa okada fo nyina kogu petrol station elto petrol mo mu nyina onkonya scan way before that we're spending millions of dollars or just internal elections
yes eno na ama sese Mahama enyabre na no ka se saa niema we ni ma akoso nyina asofofo mo ka ho ena mo tena ho hwe ha ma tangrofo ebe ya say corruption na agi ensem no it is not until say the basic corruption no kwan amma yeti antokro no de
but I say thank you very much
enye hwan na ebe ye
but I say enye hwan na ebe ye hello caller
good morning
go ahead
Kevin that's it and ejuma pa o yema Ghana man
yeah last caller yeah
oh ya say anga so adwene sa ema honam ne bre Kevin I wo hu Bawumia no adwene sa ema honam ne bre nti sa mama ye penyini bia o ye penyini pa ye wo penyini bia o tifie obi ade na asama ba o makwan se o mumma no kwan ma na mbra mbe kire na adwene be ya no mo o nti sa ene nti na ma Ghana ye ho kire nti anokora ewo ha mama kire kora no na mo bogu ajuma mo ye no nyaminti ebama dache Ghana be siye no anungwase enka omone omasinyina.
I mean, all right, that's it. That's it for today. Ochina, you're about to discuss the 24-hour economy, the impact on a year. And sorry, anyhow, Ghana for your complaining. Say, you know, no etin sorry them. Sebu, yankasa sorry nye Then so you say a lot of people are spending lots and lots of time. Or are sorry them. You say it's all because they don't have opportunities. Because you many because so many BBI in terms of hoping you could go sorry them. Now this will bring us to that point. Sebio ebema asori so omo ebu nipa time. Sebio we are sorry also tia say was sorry no also utwitwa o time no so o mane yentia se ne be ya Ghana for no omo ba intentema omutuma call ma sorry if you say we are sorry na say o ye no 4-5 hours obi enu a oba betena wa sorry them 4-5 hours into the best ni say wa sorry ni begu but isia no o hwe se ne nkofo ko adwuma ade ba now you wa sorry 45 minutes 1 hour watcha 1 hour 30 minutes nipa yebetuma ba eja ho aso akwa sorry akonyesika kakra akwa adwuma akonyesika kakra abeto collection. This is also another thing that we have been complaining about. You won't say Sebio in sorry baby Ghana for so dada Ghana for because majority of the people they don't know what to do. They are no jobs. They have lost hope. And so I'm just sorry them I ho eno nyankopon beti omo. Nyankopon o edwumem. So unye edwuma ya eno nyankopon onyame beti o because unye edwuma ya ena obetuma ma nyankopon tight. So unye edwuma ya untumi ma nyankopon tight. It was all tiasie. So unye edwuma ena obetuma som nyame. If so wenya ejuma enya sika ntu botoma onyame som beto sini. And so because we create ejuma mawa nipa no etwe aben onyankopon. So because we create ejuma ma me be 24-hour economy sebio sa nipa no otwe wa ben onyankopon if you say bosomi ni du na se wentumi enyi ere ento so dudu amfa nkoto tight an show onyankopon ni munyama onyankopon be dane ne chi ahwo enti so because we be ma ejuma sa nipa no pese okan wo ko onyankopon ho if you say ubenya sika kakra ubetuma to collection ubetumi so atua wo tight enti this is the time ayene Christopher any Muslimi for sebio ye pese ye hye onyankopon ni munyam no ye embrace 24-hour economy yenya bibi ya onyame bedoye yeso bedo onyankopon. My name is Kevin Akobedu. It's been a wonderful show. It's exactly 8:04 p.m. US East Coast time. It's definitely 1:04 a.m. in Ghana. Thank you very much for staying here. Tomorrow we will be live on Loud Silence TV. This show will play again on Loud Silence TV tomorrow. You can watch us. Thank you and have a wonderful night. Cheers.
Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son. Take glory, Holy Ghost. Now Take glory, Holy Ghost, now and evermore. Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son. Take glory, Holy Ghost, now and evermore. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you come from heaven above. The Holy Spirit sit on the throne. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you come from heaven above. Holy Spirit sit on. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you come from heaven above. Hey, ama, so, in our dear Lord's garden, planted near below, many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. In our dear Lord's garden, planted near below, many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. Many tiny flowers in sweet. Many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. Many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. Many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. In our dear Lord's garden, planted near below, many tiny flowers. Hey, many tiny many tiny flowers